And good afternoon. Welcome to the 2024 Great Flinders Football League A Grade Grand Final between United, Yeelanna and Lock. The weather is pretty good here. The wind's blowing over our left-hand shoulder pretty much directly across the oval, which will make it interesting scoring from the far side. It should be a pretty good game here. My name's Sam Hancock, and today I'm co-commentator is Paul Pearce. What do you reckon, Paul? Should be pretty even?
It's you were saying before, mate. It's a 50-50 game. Both sides are terribly mismatched. Lock a very tall side, Yeelanna not so tall, but very quick. So yeah, it's going to be unbelievable. I can't pick a winner from here.
Yep.
How about you?
Yep. So just a minute. Well, umpire James Pedler throws the ball up for the first bounce. Gerber and Beard go up. Gerber wins the ball, kicks it forward hurriedly to the half-forward line. Looks like Casey Beard, we'll be calling that a few times today, gets it. No one's really got clean touch, but Aaron Watson ends up with it on his left and bangs it straight through for the first goal of this grand final.
Sensational bit of play there, Sam. Just moved it forward, and eventually come to a clear player, didn't it? And that was a pretty good snap.
Yeah, something out of nothing, really. I think Yeelanna will be pretty happy with that. They're playing with an ageing team this year. The old dogs versus the young dogs is probably one. The young roos, I suppose, is one way to talk it.
Yeah, they and then pushing into sort of almost into the wind, isn't it? Like that wind is going towards the scoreboard pocket. So we'll see how it goes. Yeah.
Up we go again. Ty George bangs the ball long and high to that back pocket. Maxfield sees the ball out in front of,
young Major Ackland.
Major Ackland from the Lock team sees the ball over the line.
It's Travis Beard going in for it. No, he's missed it completely. Was that? Yeah, it looks like a bit of stalemate. That's Sammy Newman, the umpire there. He's going to throw it up in the Lock right-hand forward pocket, right in front of the scoreboard there. There's that Kelly up for it. It's a bit of a scrambly stuff, but it's come out. Hello, we've found a free kick. I think it might be going to young Major Ackland. It's pretty all the week last week he kicked, so from a pretty similar position out at Kapini, so yeah, looking pretty good from him.
So far it's been a pretty tight tussle here. I think it's a bit of a picture of what we're going to see for the rest of the day. These teams haven't been able to gain ascendancy throughout the year. I think the three game, we'll just call this through. Looking at the goal umpire, he doesn't move, he's run into his position, and what's he calling? 1 point. So back to the three times they met. Back in round 7 at Karku, United Yeelanna were 86, defeated the Lock 51. Round 14, Lock defeated Yeelanna 60 to 35. But Matt Dyer brings the ball in, kicks it long to that half back line. Adam Manane, to that 2024 male medalist, kicks it forward to, who's that? Heath.
Yeah, Andrew Heath, that one. Yeah, lovely mark, isn't it? Kicks it across to Morton with a quick handball to Casey Beard. He's looking for his brother Corey Beard.
Norton up over the top of Corey Beard. Good spoil. Manane's got trouble there. Could be in trouble, and umpire's called holding the ball.
That's Macaulay Glover with that tackle too.
Oh, was it? Yep. So I reckon the wind's over in his back here a little bit. This could be a fairly gettable sort of goal for Glover.
He's got a fairly long leg on him too, hasn't he? And he's a true straight kick, so you'd probably back him with this one. Let's have a look and see how he goes. The crowd is probably going to tell the story. There's a fair Lock contingent down there in the ground, isn't there? Oh, that doesn't look so good.
Made fools of us on that kick, didn't he?
Yeah, absolutely. We put the Mozzers off of him for the rest of the game and see how he gets on.
Dyer's just come into the... I'm not sure why that one wasn't played on. He's been told to go around on his mark. Brings it in, cross goal to Watson. We'll hear that name again later on during the day.
Certainly will.
Kicks it up along to Michael Cretton, up on the wing. Needs to go down the line here, but all he's got's Lock roos in front of him, so he's holding the ball. Goes short, not only to the man on the mark. Did you see who that was banging up forward?
I reckon it looked a bit like one of their ruckmen. It would have been Aaron Beard perhaps, but looks like Corey Beard's got it down there in that pocket. Yeah, it is Corey with that mark.
Yeah, it was a strong contested mark.
deep in the pocket. So it's going to have to sort of kick straight across the wind or almost into it from there. It's going to be a good one if he makes it. Runs out a bit. Checks sides.
It's going across the face. Looks like he's banged it out of bounds on the fall on the opposite side.
At this stage. Does that Matty die with it again?
No, Benny Carr, that one. Yep. Ben Carr kicks it in short to Matt Dyer, that man.
Sorry, a bit of height difference there too, isn't there?
Matt Dyer short to Jed Manane. They're struggling to find a good option out of defence here. They're just having to take their time, use their good skills.
Locks
back into Ben.
It's pretty good here, isn't it? They've got a lot of bases covered all over the ground.
They've crossed it over the opposite side where there's space now. Martin, last year's male medalist, kicks it down to Maxfield. Maxfield on centre wing kicks it down to Crittenden, Michael Crittenden, that is.
Thanks.
We're going to have a bit of trouble here today. There's a lot of Crittendens, a lot of Beards in opposing teams.
Yeah, absolutely. There's even a couple of Pierces too, I think.
Yeah.
So we'll see how we get on
Yeah.
with that.
So we'll have to use first names on a first name basis to a certain degree.
If you're in doubt, call it a Crittenden, eh?
Rucks go at it. We haven't got any clear. Martin's banged it forward into the Eagles forward line in front of, I think that's Cody Duncan.
Yep, that's the one.
Yep, the last possession rule gets used, and looks like Heath's got the ball in the back pocket. Andrew Heath, that is.
Well, Yeelanna's setting up pretty well here too, Sam. There's nothing much in front of Heathy, so he's going to have to just bomb it along and hope for the best. Going towards Dougie Pearce, who brings it to the ground. Oh, a big bump from Guy Morton on Casey Carr there, I reckon, but he's got up, he's okay.
Exit Watson. Yep, Watson into Breed. Breed on a searching lead. Plays on, bangs it to the hot spot. Looks like it's locked, but Macaulay Glover's done a fair bit there. He's in trouble now. Stephen Crittenden to Matt Crittenden. Matt Crittenden's put a good spot, but Andrew Heath, that man again, he's been strong in defence. Kicks it forward to a hot spot to Morton. Good mark. Morton's off to half-back. Puts it out in front of Ali Bias. Bias has got it.
Wasn't he?
Give it the go. Give him the run home there, Piercy.
Yep, he's kicked it along towards his mate Major Ackland, and that's a strong mark.
Yeah, strong.
From a young fella there. Third game in a row now for Major. He's been off and on all year, but it's a big kick too, isn't it? But, hang on. The crowd's excited, but Loctors don't want to score goals at this stage. That's another behind. So they're moving on to 2 points, Yeelanna, with just the one goal. So, yep, pretty even game at the moment. Both ends of the ground, both sides of the ground too. It's all over the place, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. They've got Xavier Watson deep in the back lines. Don't normally see him out of the centre square. Bangs it long to half-back. Gerber gets the spoil. Handball off to Dyer. Maxfield's
We've got a free kick here for a throw.
free kick. Geez, how they can find that in all of that congestion, I'm not sure.
Ty George with it there now.
Yep.
He's gone across the ground to Aaron Beard, right on centre half forward, so he'll be a good 55 metres out when he kicks this one.
Oh, is he going to line himself up?
So he's backing himself, doesn't he?
Looked a bit doubtful at the start, but I think that's what good forwards do. They sort of make it look like they're going to give off and then go back and put it through post height.
He's kicking from 55. He's gone back about 30 metres and he's given it a good roost, but it's off to the right. Good length on it too, but another point for Lock. So they move on to 3 points. Yet to get a goal. Yeelanna's still on 1.
So as we expected, she's no one's given anything in this first quarter.
No, I reckon it's going to be like that all day too, Sam. I don't know what you think, but just the tight contest they've had all year. The last game they played up on at Poochera, totally different oval, probably a lot wider and a lot longer than this one, and it's going to be interesting to see how they all shape up with a different, smaller and a bit narrower oval. At this stage, it's pretty much playing out as we expected it, pretty tight.
Glover.
Yeah, that's a really good tackle.
Glover's been put his head.
Oh no, it was a heavy tackle.
No, he didn't like the umpire.
Glover thought he'd had it.
Yeah, Glover's had his head driven into the ground there. It didn't look like much in it, but the new rules looking after the head was certainly going to get me pulled that up. But Glover bangs that long with the breeze.
He's been everywhere early too, isn't he, Macaulay Glover?
Yeah.
Stacks on it here. I reckon umpire Sam Newman's going to come in, grab the ball and throw it in the air. Let's just see who the rucks are here. I think it's young Ackland and is that Gerber there? Oh, he's found a free kick. Another one. That's a bit far away for us to see, Sam. That's all right. Is that Xavier Watson with it? I can't really see.
Yeah, sorry, Piercy. I'm just leaving you on your own here.
I'll make it up.
I'm sort of got two hats on here. I'm supposed to be keeping the score and the time.
By Gaten Gerber there anyway. So I'll run through it. And he's kicked a ginger giraffe worm-burning punt down to... who was that one there? Was that Matt Crittenden?
That's Breed. Breed's come out. Yep. Casey Carr.
Casey's fumbly.
Mitch Jolly, don't rate him in front of goals, but he's banged that forward to Crittenden. That should be a gimme from there, marking the goal square to Stephen Crittenden.
He'll tell everyone that he passed it too, won't he?
Oh, well, look, when you see Mitch Jolly in the forward lines, he's there for pressure, I reckon.
He's got a role to play on someone in particular.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll pick who that is soon too, by the look of it. But, you think Steve Creddy's going to kick this, no worries. He's straight in front of it, 5 metres out. I don't think Gonzo Kelly's going to bother waving his hands too much, but anyway, the wind might come up, who knows?
Almost seems like he's going a bit overboard with the preparation, but I suppose it's repetition, isn't it?
Yep, and interest, we've kicked the Billy-O out of it, so it'll be a little while coming back to give everyone a bit of a chance to catch their breath, have a drink, umpires will swap around, and we'll start all again. How's the time going at this stage, Sam?
Look, mate, to be completely honest, I must apologise. I forgot to set the timer at the start of the quarter. So to these guys out in the live stream, I must apologise.
At least it'll be back at 0 when we start the second quarter.
It will be. We'll reset it and,
Okay, so we've got umpire Newman's going to throw it up this time. James Pedler's gone down to the lock forward lines.
Gerber.
Aaron Beard and Gerber. It's going to be a good contest. Couple of big lads there, isn't it? Blaze Kay, who's hardly touched the ball at this stage.
Glover again banging that ball deep into the forward pocket.
Well, it's a really good bump by Ben Carr there on Ackland. He looked to just about be gathering at him. Watson
looks like he's setting himself in the back lines today. He's going to play that defensive midfield role.
Yeah, that'll suit him to the ground, won't it? Like you say, he doesn't get out of the square much, but if they put him on the halfback flank, he probably won't move there a lot, but he'll get it a lot, though, won't he?
That's right. That's Stephen Crittenden banging it long to Bryce Breed. Stephen's getting busy in the forward lines. Breed puts it down in front of Matt Creddy, and Matt just sort of waltzes into an easy chest mark.
Yeah, it looks like Damien Kelly's got the job on Matt Creddy, and Luke Durden looks to be following Bryce Breed around at this stage, but it could be they could swap over at any time. They're both fairly mobile big fellas, so Stephen Crittenden having the upper hand at this stage. This is going to test him a bit further.
Oh, he likes that.
Straight away.
Straight off the bat. Yep.
Yeelanna moving on to 3 straight. Lock at 3 points. So there's been a couple of changes. Rucks, Rovers all running off. It's about that time. Everyone has a bit of a spell. Yeah, Lock need to make a few changes here. They seem to be getting up to that forward line, but there's been a couple of good moves by a few of those guys, like Ben Carr and Watson, so far to work it out. And I reckon to get it down to that forward line.
I reckon it's a really smart move, putting Watson on the half-back line. He seems to be controlling the ball back there. And
yeah, absolutely. And he's probably a good general everywhere he goes, isn't he?
Yep. So Gerber and Fergus Slape, is it up there in the ruck now?
Yep. Fergus in there. That's Casey Beard's gone into the middle off of the flank. He's swapping with Guy Morton by the look of it. Umpire Newman's got it. He's going to throw it up. Just footlock side of the centre circle. Good contest there for the ruckman, but it's stacks on, so we'll have another crack at it again. People will sort themselves out here. See Boyd West has come onto the ground there by the look of it in the white boots next to Watson. So he's a bit of an impact player, has been all year for Lockin.
So he didn't play last week in the prelim final. Was that an injury or...?
I can't tell you he wasn't there, but apparently not. No, he hasn't played a lot in the last second half of the season, so he might have been carrying injury.
Yep.
But definitely makes an impact wherever he goes.
Strong mark, that one.
Yeah, lovely lead too, wasn't he? He had 2 or 3 players on him, brought it to the ground and caught it on the way down. So
when I looked at the fixture there, Piercy, this guy here was probably one of the thorns in Yeelanna's side. He's played at a high level, Corey, and this year he's just dominated backlines. He won the leading goal kicker, and hopefully I've put the knocker on him.
Yeah, I reckon you might.
But no, he hasn't made the distance.
It's Blaze Co running at it, but he's not quite there. Can't see who it is behind all the players there, but it looks as though it's going to be holding the ball. Oh, that's an interesting call from Pedler.
It's a long way away.
This way. Yeah, we can't see. Who are we to judge?
So that looks like Aaron. Does it look like Aaron Watson down there?
Could well be. We'll wait till he kicks it.
No, it's Matt Dyer, I think.
Oh, that's what I thought.
Yeah,
Is it
yeah.
fella?
Yep. A stalwart of the Yeelanna Football Club. Kicks it down to half back where we've got stacks on, and the umpire will throw that up.
Yeah, you're saying about Corey Beard's season. Last time he played here at this ground, I think he may have kicked 13 or 15 goals. I can't remember, but
Yeah, right.
72 for the season. That game he overtook his cousin Travis, who wasn't playing that day, who was leading by 6 or 7, but by the end of the game, he was 6 or 7 in second place. So,
Yep.
yeah, that's how big a dominant performance Corey can have on a game. So, interesting to see how the rest of it plays out and how many players they leave on him. But it looks like Norton's got the job on him for now.
Yep. So Watson kicks that one there down. It's probably not his best kick in his career. We'll probably remind him about that one there later on. Who we got there?
That's Braden Crosby.
Braden Crosby.
He's been caught holding incorrect disposal.
Yep. Aaron Watson. Aaron Watson just kicks it out wide to Casey Carr. Casey's marked it, bangs it into the forward lines with what looks like a bit of a tumbly kick. Breed's coming out well to... he's had a bit of time. Umpire Scotty Davies wants that one and he'll ball it up.
So I think Cody Duncan, I reckon Lockie Heath may have had the job on him. Well, Luke Durden's gone to him now. They've both been fairly quiet. That's out of bounds on the full by Casey Carr. So it looks like, Luke Durden, who's another one in the lock team with some SNFL experience, Braden Crosby, who was a bit doubtful during the week with a bit of a shoulder injury by the sound of things. So he'll be chomping at the bit to prove himself today. Only a young bloke. He kicks it down right in front of us.
Braden Martin, the 2023 male medalist, looking to bang the ball forward. Cody Duncan's out in front. Just went a bit early on that one. Morton picks the ball up, meets contact. Michael Crittenden handballs it out to Matt Dyer, who's found his way forward. Guy Morton off to Ty George. Casey Beard to Ty George. Ty George is running through the middle of the oval. Bangs it forward in front of Corey.
Yeah, lovely.
That's some good footy.
With the tackle behind the play.
There's a bit going on here. I think, the feeling's starting to come into the game.
Ben Carr and Major Ackland having a good battle, and it looks like it might keep going that way all day. Ben with an experienced head, and Major's only 16, 17 years of age, so they're probably trying to rattle the young fella, but he's performing admirably all year here, and I think he's over at school in town too, and doing a really good job over there.
Yeah, I think it'll take a fair bit to rattle young Major.
He's a big lad too, isn't he?
He's a big lad. Corey's just put that up. He hasn't really ever looked like he was going to kick that one, and it's faded away outside the point post, and Jed Manane will kick that ball back into play for Yeelanna.
Yeah, the only thing that kick was going to do was help it rain down here, wasn't it? Those blokes looking for rain. There's Jackson Norton nearly getting the mark, but not quite. It's brought to ground. Borderlogs.
Maxfield's on the ground there.
Yeah, Maxfield, he's been pretty much everywhere around those back lines early, hasn't he? Hello, another change in the ruck for Lock. Slape off, Beard on. I haven't spotted Travis Beard too much.
Umpire's dragged a free kick there. Michael Crittenden, the old Sly Fox, has drawn that free kick, I think.
Yeah, he's done well.
Wasn't much in it. He kicks that out to the half-back flank to his brother Stephen.
That's a lovely mark in that.
He's a good footballer, Stephen. He's played our Peninsula football representation for several years. He bangs that forward to half forward. We've got a contest, and somehow Matt's picked that out from in front of the pack.
That's a fantastic mark.
It was.
It's all opposition there.
Yep, Adam Manane, 2024 male medalist, handballs that one there out to Matt Creddy, who bangs it forward deep in the pocket again. Good spoil there was that Chuck Heath?
Yeah, that's Lockie Heath. Yeah, good hits. Good fist, rather.
Yeah, the Golden Fist. Maybe he could be a contender for the Golden Fist.
Yeah, and everywhere. See how we go. But yeah, he's been a fantastic defender that runs off a lot too and delivers well to the forward line players when he gets a chance. Hasn't really happened yet. Lockie only had one of those link-up style plays. That's Boyd West kicking it out of bounds.
Yep.
Kicker.
On the full. So it looks like we've got, is that Sean Maxfield going to take the kick? Yeah, Travis Beard's standing at the mark. He's been pretty quiet and so far, but I don't think you can hold him there for too long. He's been probably Locke's other dominant player all year, especially up forward. Loves to take the play on, but yeah, Maxfield, on the other hand, has been really good and everywhere early on, hasn't he?
Yes, yep. I'd say the United Yeelanna defenders are probably on top.
Yeah, absolutely.
at the moment. Lock have had their opportunities, but they probably have squandered a couple of easier shots. But Bias there kicks the ball out, kicks it to Ricky Skinner. Michael Crittenden hacks it forward to his brother Stephen again. Xavier Watson's found himself forward, looking for an option. As a pack there. Oh, we got an FAD.
He's slung to the ground.
Yes, looks like Blaze K and Ricky Skinner are going toe for toe there.
Yeah, just introducing themselves to one another. It looks like a lock-free kick.
Oh.
What's going on here? Or is he sent it down the ground? It's just a downfield kick. By the look of things.
Yeah, we're just waiting for the umpire's ruling here. Umpire Sammy Newman's telling him that it's Casey Carr's kick.
Yep, that's what's going to happen.
And I thought we might have had a bonfire there, Piercy.
Yeah, a bit of tension relieving possibilities going on, but that's not going to happen. It looks like Casey Carr's pretty dead certain to kick this one. Yeah, haven't got the blockers on him at all.
No, he's a classy player, Casey Carr.
And that's something that's really going to rev his teammates up. Yeah, a little indiscretion there by Kay. Resulted in a goal for Yeelanna. Yep, and we've alleviated the early melee that we could have predicted, Sam.
Until yeah.
So I believe we've resurrected the game clock here, Piercy. So
well done.
For those watching at home, we've had our producer come in and sort that out. Hopefully, we won't have any more trouble for the day. But the rucks are going up at it, and Blaze K. K kicks it forward down to the pocket, locks right hand pocket. That man Maxfield's running the ball out to Matt Dyer.
Everywhere.
There's a couple of old timers there to Mitch Jolly. Yep. Yeah, youth certainly isn't on the Eagles' side here.
No, but they seem to be using the experience very, very well at this stage, don't they? Especially the bagman. And that's a young fella in early bias with a big punch forward. It's gone to Casey, is it? And then to Watson.
Yeah, Xavier Watson doing his work out on the wing. Kicks it down.
Kick. It's probably gone fifth. No, it hasn't. It's gone 14.5 metres. Umpire Davey calls play on. There's Luke Durden's drifting across, but he can't get his hands cleanly on it. Hang on, umpire's picked out something here. Looks like a Yeelanna free. Going to Mitch Jolly. Nice kick across the ground towards Bryce Breed, but he's lost his footing. Levi Brown busts through. He's going to keep his feet as best he can.
Hasn't got much to kick to.
Weaves, zigs and zags. 1-on-3 player.
Perfect.
Dusty Ware with his first touch of the game on the half-back flank.
Didn't have much to work with there, but Dusty Ware was working in a phone box and kicks it across to Levi Brown.
So he hasn't got much up ahead. All I can see is blue jumpers, but there's one green jumper, but just falls a bit short. This isn't going anywhere.
No, he wants that ball in dead, doesn't he?
Yep. Well done, umpire Davey, letting that go as long as he could. He's given the umpire players every chance to get rid of it at this stage,
so
which is what you want in this sort of a game.
Eagles are setting up well behind the play. There's no options.
No, there's not. They've set up really well. You know, look at those guys hanging 10, 15 metres off the ground. They've got a really good system there. I see Jack Humphreys from lock number 10 has moved on to the ball there. He's yet to get into the game as well. There's been a few of them like that.
Martin busts his way through the pack.
Fantastic bit of play there. What a great handball to get out there.
Oh, Crittenden. What's he going to do? He's going to hold the ball.
Wave his hand, say holding the ball.
That was a bit hot there, Piercy. But
yeah, it was a bit. Not a lot of prior. Big arms of Aaron Beard wrapped around you. You're not going to get out of him either. So he kicks it long down towards the right-hand pocket.
Norton over the back there. Good spoil.
Yeah, and Jackson Norton's, so he's moved on to Travis Beard a bit. I know he's running back towards Corey now. So Corey was in the full forward line there by himself for a minute. But the ball, meanwhile, is going to be thrown up probably about 30 metres out. 45-degree angle of the lock's right pocket near the scoreboard. Trying to think here. Is that Watson again? Got it out there, was it, Sam? I reckon.
It was Watson again. Yeah, no, he's everywhere, isn't he?
We should be writing down his stats because they're going to pile up. But it's been lots already, and I think it will continue to call his name all day, especially if he sits across that half-back line of locks, even when they're going the other way.
I think Locke are going to have to do something with that pretty quickly, otherwise this game could get out of hand.
Yep, he certainly is. He's repelling everything at this stage, and if they get it down to the wing where they've got it now, Yeelanna, they can hold it up and get a breakaway from here, and it's not a long way down to their full forward line, is it? So, yeah, just a bit of lull in play here on the, let's call it the Modra Seeds wing over there, Sebo.
Yeah, there's a plug for our sponsors.
Yeah, we might keep doing that. We'll just call it the Swamp Wing, one of the two. But that's Blaze K kicking it forward. Down towards Corey Beard, but it's dribbled out of bounds, so that'll be the last
possession.
rule.
Yeah, Jackson Norton will bring that back in. They haven't got a good structure going forward at the moment. I was thinking before the game, if you got Corey and Travis sort of out of that goal square, it's going to be pretty hard for Yeelanna's defenders to be able to keep up with them, but they've sort of been a bit wasteful.
Yeah, they work it to the 30, 40 metres out, and generally on that right-hand side, they really need to try getting on this top side, use the wind a bit to their advantage, won't they? But they've got to get it first. When Yeelanna are batting really well here, they've got a bit of a stoppage there. That looked like a bit of a throw to Heath.
Free kick there's pulled out to Sampson. Sampson
he's run over. His umpire's called play on.
Kicks long to Matt Crittenden.
That's fantastic.
Would have been a free kick if he didn't take the mark. I think the arm was over the shoulder. Matt Crittenden kicks it long. Breeds on a one-on-one. Bodies him out. Gets the handball. Oh, Mitch Jolly, he's in trouble.
Sold him into a bit of trouble.
No, that wasn't fair.
Yeah, Casey Beard. Oh, a good one-on-one contest there. With young Sampson, is it? Both Sampson
I think that's Martin on the bottom of the pack.
It is too. Yep.
Yeah. Certainly improved his game, Martin, with the tough stuff. He always used to be a pretty little outside ball winner.
Well known as an absolute hair on the wing, wasn't he? But there's our siren, Sam. What did you guess the time was?
We had 26 minutes and 38 seconds on the quarter. So
at quarter time here, Yeelanna 4 goals straight, 24, and Lock with just the 3 points. So Yeelanna appear to be well and truly in control.
They do, but I know that this Lock team, given the opportunity, will run pretty quickly. They've destroyed some sides this year with that forward line.
Absolutely. Especially with their momentum, they can get up time to time. When they do, they score very, very quickly. Whereas Yeelanna, they sort of grind teams into the ground, aren't they? And they've been very good at doing that for a very long time.
Yeah, but you look at Yeelanna, they've had 5 other. They've won a lot of premierships in the last 10 years. It's their fifth different opponent that they've faced in grand finals over the last 5 years. They've had Ramblers back in 2019, Cougars in 2021, Elliston in 2022, and Tumby Bay in 2023. So
everyone's had a crack, haven't they?
Everyone's had a crack.
Throughout this season, I think Lock have been the first team in a long time to challenge and actually beat Yeelanna too, though. So we hope this would be a pretty close grand final. At this stage, there's a little bit in it, but like you're saying, it could change at any time. Conditions are just nice, aren't they? Like it's going to be a bit of a breeze blowing straight across the ground, which is going to test it. But I think that's dying out a little, isn't it?
Well, it is in the truck here. Anyway,
it's magnificent, isn't it? Yeah.
Yep. Anyway, we might leave it at that, and we'll come back after the quarter time break.
Beautiful.
Rightio, guys, welcome back. We got the second quarter ahead.
Number this slide on.
I'm going to remember to press play on the time this time. We've been getting plenty of feedback on the messages here, Piercy.
Yeah, that's right, Sammy. People are onto you, and probably me as well. Thanks to we've got a few interstate and overseas listeners, Carol and Betting, and our husband Steve watching from Liverpool. G'day, guys, and Julie, Jake, Elliot is in Calbarry listening in, watching in. So I hope we can get improved from here on, mate.
Well, there's only one way to go.
Yeah, absolutely.
As the ruckmen go up, it's a neutral ruck again, and we got stacks on. Was that Adam Manane on the bottom of the pack? Morton gives the ball back to the umpire. Up it goes. Beard gets his hand on it. Ty George. Oh, good smother there by Evergreen Matty Dyer. Macaulay Glover gets tackled to the ground. I don't think that's going to go anywhere. He didn't have prior for that one.
No, good solid tackle though, wasn't it, by Mitch Jolly there. No ruck for Lock there, so Gerber just takes it out and gives it straight to Carr. Shrugs tackles, but didn't quite get it out to where he wanted to, but I reckon we're going to ball it up here again. Yep. Now Lock have a ruck contest option with Aaron Beard. He gets it down to Guy Morton. looking at towards Boyd West, but
Matt Dyer nearly.
Matt Dyer.
Oh, he's been called holding.
Hang on. Yep. Great body position from Matty, isn't it?
Matty Dyer has been prolific.
He has, indeed. Yeah, across that back line.
Okay.
He moved up another line to the centre line this quarter, maybe, but he's hanging back. He's not following the ball up too quickly.
Not sure if the camera can pick it up, but those Yeelanna defenders are pushing up the ground to lock that ball into their forward lines.
Yeah, absolutely. Their confidence is sky high. They've left two players back in the back half. Everyone else is forward of the centre circle. Another ball up here, so pretty steady start to this quarter. Umpire Pedler's going to throw it up. Hopefully, there's going to be a bit of a clearance here, but that's been reeled in. Morton, who's usually good at crashing a pack and moving it out, does exactly that. Eventually gets to Chucky Heath, who's kicked it out to Macaulay Glover, who's normally wedged it a bit in the first quarter, and I think we're going to keep doing it. If he keeps meandering around the ground, he's everywhere, isn't he? He's forward, he's back.
That's right. Maxfield takes that mark, but Macaulay Glover, I'll be looking to see his heat map at half time. I reckon it wouldn't be too far where he hadn't run.
Yeah, we might have to have a word to our producer to see how it's going with it.
There he goes again. He's just ripped down another sensational mark.
I think our producer's left us for quite a good time. Probably until half time, I'd say, Sam. So we'll wing it until then. It's a lovely kick by McGlover. That's a really good pick. Was that Matt Dyer again? No, he's over here on the wing. Bit hard to see another when they're looking straight at you. Manane, was it?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yep.
Sorry. Yep.
Cool.
West with a handball to the running Levi Brown. He's starting to come into it at the end of that first quarter, and he's found Ackland all alone. He's dropped a bit of a soda.
Oh, that was a hard
Dropped
hit.
a bit of a high one.
Not sure if the FX mic could pick that up, but it was a slap.
Wasn't far away from us, and we certainly heard it.
Yeah.
And the young fella's probably had a couple of words of introduction. There's a Benny Carr, who's made himself known to him in the first quarter. So, Ackland with the upper hand on this possession. He's probably going to kick from just inside the 50, Sam, do you reckon?
I reckon he'll kick just inside the 50-metre marker there. As you can see, Tummy Bay have marked the oval out exceptionally well for this grand final. But Ackland comes in, runs in nice and straight, bangs it on his foot, and it's soft to the right. So once again, Lock wasteful in front of goal. Hopefully that doesn't sort of continue on. They're going to have to start kicking goals if they want to get back into this game.
Yeah, this will be good to see how they set up here, Yeelanna. They were pretty good moving to get out in the first quarter through a number of different avenues, but Lock with a bit of an advantage here. The ball's been held up for some time, so here comes Matty Dyer with the ball now. He's running straight out of the square, kicking it down onto that dead wing. Well, it's about 3 Lock players going up for that, only one Yeelanna bloke, but it's come off. Aaron Beard's got it in the centre of the ground. He's looking around for some options and kicks it into the man.
Didn't make it over the man on the mark.
No, but hang on, this time he's going to say no. I'll kick it a bit longer and hopefully for someone. And
Matty Dyer tried to claim that. Norton's just lurking behind the play. Just bang.
Really good back there, isn't he, so far?
He's banged that out to that man, Macaulay Glover, and he'll take the kick as last possession.
Yeah, he did well there. He could have gathered it, but he decided that I'll let it go out first.
This is going deep. Norton's fist, the golden fist over the back. And Ben Carr's thrown his head back, trying to drag something out of the umpire, Scotty Davies.
Unfortunately, he had about 3 players between him and the umpire for him to miss out on his dramatics there, mate.
Got to try everything these days, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. Have a crack, especially if you're in front of goal like, is that George on the bottom of the pack?
Yeah,
That's more.
I reckon the Eagles would want this ball out of here pretty quickly. I reckon it's pretty dangerous when the ball's parked in here in the lock forward lines.
There's a lot of them sitting up behind on the lock goal side of this ball, and it's come to one of them in young Adam Manane now. He's got it to
Casey Carr, runs it out to half back. Mitch Jolly sort of doesn't want the ball, but he puts it on the boot and in front of Fergus. I know that's Lockie Heath out there.
Lockie Heath. As young as Luke Durden with the ball there, working it back to Jack Humphries. Maybe his first touch of the game, which was a bit of a nervous kick. Damien Kelly, not renowned for his precision, but it's found Levi Brown. He's got the kick after disposal.
Taking advantage, yep.
Yep, here we are, right in front of us. Casey Beard is trying to get into the game too. Guy Morton is working himself into this quarter. He's lurking around that half forward line, and here we go towards Corey Beard, who's up and has grabbed. That's a fantastic mark. one on about 3 there, and a couple of Yeelanna blokes with the crumbs potentially as well. So he's done well to hang on to it and bring it to the ground.
I get a feeling that the lock's intensity's gone up. I'm not sure what Coach Beard said at quarter time, but you can just see they've set up a lot better from the forward, from centre wing forward, and they just aren't letting that ball out like they did early in the first quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. They're trying to work it to this western side of the ground a bit too, aren't they? And that's, use that wind to their advantage. I just going by the word that I could hear from the like the kick that, I don't reckon he was too happy with that off the boot, and it's faded to the left. So Lachlan moved on to 5 points straight now. Yeelanna still sitting on 4 goals straight. That's worked out by Michael Creddy. Got the handball forward, but it's going to be a ball up there now, is it? Yep. Umpire Newman's going to throw it up there, close to the boundary. Been a lot of play down on that wing so far. Aaron Beers has grabbed it out the ruck, tackled straight away, and I think that might be Adam Manane at the bottom of that. He's
sort of played for the free kick there a little bit. He sort of dropped the shoulder and...
Yeah, he's either he was going to run away with it, but saw the tackler come onto him pretty quickly. So it's worked out by Beard again to Beard. We just call it like that for the rest of the game. Aaron DeCasey it was, but it's not going too far now. So Newman's going to chuck it up once more on Locke's half forward flank, out of side. Nothing much to it there until that man Xavier Watson with his first possession of the quarter. Oh, straight to the lock man. So that won't be one of his best ones we'll see today. That's Andrew Heath out there by the look of it, isn't it?
Yeah, it is Andrew there on the other side of the centre circle. Yep. Just kicks a short one there. Oh, only just made it to Blaze K. Going to have to go behind his mark to take his kick.
Yeah, they seem a lot more settled and patient this quarter, don't they, the Lock fellas? They wasted it quite a bit in that first quarter, so they're going to make the most of their possessions. And here they go, working to this top side again. And looking for Corey Beard. Major Ackland with the crumbs. Give us the don't argue.
Here we go, got a good view. It's a wobbly.
Absolute worm burner. Straight to Maxfield there, who's looking for Aaron Watson out there, but he's collected it, and he's been collected, and the umpire says throw it in.
Crikey, that was pretty close to a high tackle, I reckon.
Absolutely, it was at speed too, wasn't he? Lucky he came down the right way for his sake and for the Lock guy tackling him too.
Gerber's doing a good job in the ruck today. He just won the tap there down to the Eagles man, and then the ball ends up down with Stephen Creddy on the centre wing. Yeah,
he's done a pretty much a solo effort against the Aaron Beard and Fergus Slope, who are changing off the bench.
Breed, who's got too much speed for Kelly, centres the ball into Matthew Cretton. Matthew Cretton tries to shrug off the tackler, straightens up into the man.
There's Lee coming on with the spoil there.
Yeah.
Great little score.
Here we go.
Man trying to work it out, but there's a Yeelanna man to gather it.
There's
bodies
diving everywhere. Everyone wants to kill that ball. And we have a stoppage.
Yeah, umpire Pedlers, like with the first quarter, they're letting it go, giving everyone a good chance to get it out. So they're only going to ball it up if need be. So that's what they've done here. We've found a free kick.
Umpire
to the Yeelanna man for a hold.
Must have been a ruck infringement there.
Look that way. Aaron Beard's remonstrating with the umpire. I always wanted to say that word.
He can't believe what the umpire is saying here, but unfortunately, you've never seen an umpire change his decision.
No, especially not James. He was in the right spot at the right time. He wasn't very far away from that at all, having just thrown it up in the air.
So Locke have had the play the last 10 minutes. So, or probably not 10 minutes, but 5. Stephen Cretton to put that pressure back, and he's kicked another goal.
Yeah, straight through the middle. So that was a magnificent kick for his second of the match.
So that takes the score to 5 goals to 5 points. So that pretty much tells the story of the game so far. We got one team who's being really efficient in front of goal, and the other one's potentially squandering their opportunity.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's not as if they were rushed behinds or really pressure kicks and Lock guys. Most of them have been from set shots, haven't they? So, that's a real telling factor. The experience, especially in finals and grand finals of Yeelanna, is really shining through at the moment, isn't it?
Gerber up again. Dyer into the man on mark. Manane kicks it high. That one's fading away with the wind in front of Martin.
It's really coming into it this quarter. Levi Brown also.
Dealt with by Levi Brown.
It's a good little bump, wasn't it?
It was.
That's out on the full, he's called that.
He's given it, I think, last possession there. That's bounced out, but is that Chuck Heath will be kicking the ball in?
It looks to be Lockie Heath out there. And the breeze looks to have sprung up out that way.
It does. Yep. But Watson, great mark in defence there.
Yep, fourth in line, but sometimes being at the back of the pack can be an advantage when it goes a bit further than what they thought it would. Now, a number of players get under this one. It's really good
attack. So Watson just put that ball up into the slipstream. Cody Duncan just rips it out of the sky, and then he's just kicked it over to the deep in the pocket there. I'm not sure the point of that kick, but
no, he took it in a good position, and he's given it to a bloke arguably in a way more difficult position.
Looks like Braden Martin out there. He is a good kick.
See a left footer.
Oof. I think he can kick on both legs. Poor Piercy, he's that talented.
He's
going on his left. He's hanging out.
Good
Looks good though.
They're happy with it, aren't they?
That's Eagles' 6th goal for the half.
Yeah, it's a big lead now, isn't it?
It is.
Going to come back from, especially given the amount that Lock haven't scored at this stage, especially with the goals. Yeah, they're going to have to do something around the place, but whether throwing someone else into the ruck, you get a bit more dominance, because like you say, Gerber's been fantastic there, hasn't he? He's battled pretty hard and put the body in on the line every contest. Having said that, looks like
Jason Ridley's going into the ruck now to give him a chop out, but no, Gayton's given away plenty of height, and it's great to see him playing well, the Swiss man.
Here goes Pedler, chucks it up again. Beard's up, and it's a nice tap actually, and he's got it.
Yeah, Glover.
Towards Glover, who's been a bit of a standout for Lock, hasn't he?
He has,
Now that he's gone into the middle, it's probably something they needed to do.
Yep.
Rather than leaving it on that wing or flank. Beard's battled pretty well. Dusty Weir didn't realise he had the ball, I think, there. And
so Ridley's given away a fair bit of height here to Beard, so Lock really need Beard to take that ascendancy here in the ruck.
Yeah, this is the time when they need to do it, and Wood West is, nearly got it, but couldn't get the claim possession. It's come to Michael Creddy, who's put it down beautifully at 20 metres out, straight in front of goal, but no one for Yeelanna there, really. But
Cretton.
Fairly average kick out.
And Beard's sort of giving him a bit to go on with there.
Yeah, he has, hasn't he?
Sorry, Durden. Durden in the back.
A little bit late, but no, Creddy's good enough to get up, and he's going to have another crack and possibly slot through his 30.
I reckon this will be a tough kick. I reckon the wind will be in his back. There's potential the ball's going to fade across the goals. But
I'll be backing him.
Yeah, or normally back him in. But yeah, they're deep pockets here at Angara.
Yeah, they are. They're deceptively deep, aren't they? It's a long, straight oval, as we were discussing before. Not particularly wide, but the pockets are particularly deep, though. Here he goes, Stephen Cretton. Oh, there's that first blemish, or is it?
Yeah, there's their first point for the day. I picked it.
Easy to pick than a broken nose, mate. So it looks like Durden, is it, with the ball to kick it out for Lock?
It's good to see Durden making it past quarter time, Piercy. The last couple of games he's been sort of taken off pretty quickly.
Yeah, come in pretty lame, has he?
Yeah. First game I think he lasted 10 seconds, but
yeah, well, not the best start in the world. You see Lock have obviously got a plan at their kick-outs there. They all move to the top side here.
Yep.
A bit like the old moving huddle, as they used to call it a long, long time ago. But so they're obviously trying to attack, work it up this side, but Yeelanna are sort of repelling everything as it comes out, aren't they? They're bringing it back in, keeping it in their forward lines, and looking really dangerous at these stoppages.
I think both teams have got the same sort of game plan, Piercy. One team's doing it better than the other.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the execution that's pretty much come down to the difference between the two sides. The possession's been fairly even, really, hasn't it?
Yeah, Another blemish there to the Eagles.
Yeah, we can pump them all up now. They start kicking points, I suppose. Yeah. It's going to happen.
Yeah, we'll take that tack, Dave. Is that probably the way you'd like to go for the rest of the game?
No, completely independent here, mate. No, so we're going to try it again. You can see the lot of guys, big fellas especially, all moving to that top side. Durden sort of ignoring most of it, but now he was going to run out, and that's a measured kick, actually. It's not too far. Falling onto the chest of Boyd West. He's looking inbounds, but a lot of the guys down the line further are all still running down this way, so none of them will turn around. He's gone short to Levi Brown, who's, having a really good quarter.
They haven't got much to kick to here.
No, Yeelanna have really set this up well. Look at they've got a couple of lines going there with a bit of a gap in between. unfortunately, for locking that gap in between, there's none of their players either. So, Dusty Ware and...
That's out of bounds. Yeah, that'll be thrown in, that one.
That'll be a good contest from Jed and Dusty.
Yes, yep. A couple of young footballers making their way in A-grade footy.
So the boundary umpire caught the ruckman unawares there. No one was sort of set up for that. So get on with it. You don't have to wait for the ruckman. That's probably the instructions coming from the central upper. Here's Macaulay Glover again.
Oh, Manane, not quite. Good attempt.
Beard
operating in a phone box.
Sees the bloke short. That's Major Aglin. He's probably going to look for Ty George next to him. Major's got it back, and here's a chance for him to go. That's the Underwood's goal.
Sliding left again.
Yeah, once again, so a lock of... well, they've got 6 on the board, and unfortunately they're only 6 points. Really quick play on from Yeelanna here, and he's looking for Matt Dyer, who's moved outside of the 50. Unfortunately, he couldn't get it, but Ali Bias has got it, put it back in towards Travis Beard, who's been unsighted, really, hasn't he, for the player that he's been throughout the season. Watson, that's a fantastic handball across there to Jed Manane. He can't lock again through Andrew Heath.
Risky kick, but he's made it work. I don't think anyone else would have been able to make that work, Piercy.
Absolutely not. Yeah, lucky Macaulay was moving at that pace and in that direction. There's Corey Beard about 4th in line there, didn't get to that. Ben Carr's gone to ground, and hang on, we've got a free kick for young Major Ackland.
Gee, that didn't have to happen, that, Piercy. I reckon that's very, very undisciplined.
No, Ben and Major have been at it all day so far.
I think that was Ridley who gave away that one.
Yeah, I sort of missed that bit.
Yep. We'll have to go to the replay. If only we had that there at our hands.
We're production team at half-time, mate.
So this needs to go through for Locke to stay in the game. And it does.
I like that.
Locks it off the boot. Creates a bit of excitement in the Lock team.
Yeah, absolutely. It's, just seeing that 1 on the scoreboard now is going to make a hell of a lot of difference to them. Might get themselves on a bit of a roll. How many minutes have we gone on this quarter, Liam?
We're 18 minutes gone in the quarter.
Yep, that's right. I guess everyone watching along in computer land knows that, but I can't see your screen from here.
Yes, so she's probably going to be a bit longer than the last quarter. There's been a few more goals scored this one. So
yeah, there's been quite a few stoppages as well too, hasn't there? So yeah, Lock Fergus Slate has moved into the ruck now, and that's Ridley still out there for Yeelanna. No one's really got an ascendancy there. That was Braden Martin getting it out. He's been pretty solid and steady so far, hasn't he? He's very consistent in the middle there. This is going nowhere, and I think Davey is going to be chucking this one up.
Fast.
Seeing where it goes from here. Both teams just got to pack around the ball, and all their forwards and backs are still sitting up either end of the ground waiting for it to come out. Which it does down to Yeelanna's way.
Brady gives a little nudge.
Right speed, bit of experience there.
Just seems to be happening for the Eagles.
Yeah, it is a magnificent goal to Michael.
It is. Yeah, there's a bit going on behind play here as well, if the camera can stay with it. There's spot fire starting. I think there's some guys looking for a break just prior to half-time. The umpire will be keeping a pretty close eye on it.
Oh, a bit of, jumper pulling, name calling. Unfortunately for Locke, who might be trying to stall, all it's going to do is stop Yeelanna's momentum, I guess, but the clock has stopped running.
Yeah, I just don't think they need to be doing this. I think Coach Corey Beard's done a good job of taking that sort of aspect out of the Roos game, and that's why they've been so successful this year. And
yeah, he got down there quick smart then, didn't he, and broke that up.
Yep.
Get on with it.
Yep.
So we're back in the middle now. Gaden Gerber's sprinting on.
They need him back on. They've been a bit poor around the ground a bit since he went off probably 5 minutes ago.
Yeah, Locke have won that sort of stoppage thing overall, haven't they? And that's a really good tap to Beard. He's starting to get a bit of confidence up there now. Slate was only on very quickly.
Maxfield leads to the ball.
Blaze Kay has also been pretty quiet. Handballs to Travis Beard. He gets a nice one out of Macaulay Glover. And we're looking for Beard. And I reckon...
Oh, he nearly took that. But looks like he's hurt there, Beard.
He does. Him and...
we'll just keep an eye on that.
Aren't getting up in too much of a hurry.
All right. Ball's out on the outside of the 50 there.
Yeah, they're not getting
Maxfield's got it. He lashes it around his body, but it's only going to go to Levi Brown. Levi Brown comes back inboard. over Ty George's head. Aaron Watson, handballs to Casey Carr. Casey Carr puts a bit too much on that in front of Breed.
You keep going with it there, mate.
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
keep an
gonna
eye on
look at
there.
these, guys down the forward
Well,
line.
there's a bit going on behind. There's a bit of fire going on here.
Yeah, absolutely. Come let Siren. Hang on.
Hang on. We've got the umpires are calling.
So we've got a head injury to young Benny Carr.
Yep.
Umpire Davies held it up here because he's not looking as if he's on channel at the moment, is he? Like he wants to come off by himself, but yeah, probably the best thing to go and have a bit of a sit down and someone have a bit of a decent look at him.
He doesn't look like he'll be taking any more part in the game here, Piercy.
No, he's looking a bit wonky, isn't he? He'll run off.
He is running off. He's showing a bit of character. Him and Major Ackland have been having a good little wrestle down
it's been
down back there.
Contest. Corey Beard, on the other hand, he's got up. I think he saw the lock training stuff coming at him.
He doesn't look too good either.
No.
You got to wonder how with the new concussion protocols that there goes.
Yeah, in old days, the trainers would threaten you with a wet towel, wouldn't they? You'd get up quick, smart, but not now. Which is probably going to work well if Corey Beard's he's up walking around. He's knows what's going on. He's got Gerber and Norton following him around.
Yeah,
so
he's
they
not
know
going to
the
want to come
danger.
off the ground. They know where this ball's going.
Yeah, absolutely.
They've been pretty one-dimensional with Corey up forward.
Yeah. This is the opportunity for him to probably take two of their players and Travis Beard.
Oh, beautiful mark there by
That's
Martin.
fantastic.
Yep, just leaping across the face of Dougie Pearce.
And
Watson
there we go.
kicks down to Breed. Breed on half forward. Puts it out in front of Matt Cretton, and Matt Cretton's nowhere
Three
near
on
that.
one there. Yeah.
And the ball looks like it's rolling back. Chuck Heath grabs it, kicks it across the goal to Levi Brown. Levi Brown kicks it into the man on the mark again. It's happened several times today. Kicks a short little shitty kick into the
there's-
centre of Aaron
well, yeah.
Beard. Aaron Beard's under pressure. And umpire Pedler probably missed a couple of high bit of
I was
high
gonna say
contact there, but
that's probably the lowest tackle that Blazek's done on that.
yeah, but balls that up. Beard with the tap. Crittenden off out of the pack, and
he's kicked that.
do you know what? He's kicked another one. Just making something out of nothing. The Eagles here.
That was Michael, was it?
I believe it was Michael Crittenden. Yeah,
Yeelanna now 7 goals.
8 goals 2.
8 goals too. Jeez, I'm a bit behind the
One
times
goal
on
6.
the Borden's NRI scoreboard over there. On the local scoreboard. Now we're just about getting towards half time, wouldn't we? We're in the mid 20 minutes.
Yes. So there's 23 and a half minutes gone.
Yep. So Beard and Gerber going at it again. That's one by Gerber with a big knee. That's probably carrying a couple more kilos than Beard, so he's going to use that
Yeah.
strength pretty well, which he's done
Yep.
really well all day so far, isn't it?
Yep.
That's Watson in the middle there, playing for the free, but never went near it, so never got the free.
Macaulay Glover. Oh, that's probably his worst kick for the day. Unfortunately, he's let himself down on that one, but he'll get it back. He'll be moved back and get ready for this ball to be repelled
Now
forward.
Watson looking for it because Cody Duncan was going to take the kick. Aaron Watson, no.
Bit of conjecture.
Cody
there.
will have it, so yeah, let's hope he uses this one well. He'll be hoping too. He keeps it on that top side, which is probably the best thing to be doing at this stage. A lot of guys flying for that one, but Lee Durden comes out with it. Second guessing himself a bit. Dougie Pearce,
Oh, he's in trouble there.
he is in trouble there.
Oh, he's probably lucky to get away with that one.
Very lucky indeed, mate. Late in the quarter, not far out from Yeelanna's goal. A couple of good tacklers on him.
So Lock are going to want to keep Yeelanna away from goal here. I don't think they can handle another one before half-time.
Yeah, these, what do they call them, red time goals. They're going to kill it, especially if they go out to what's it going to be, an 8-goal lead if they get a goal lead just about. So, Lock hoping they can peg one back here.
There's just a bit of spite starting to settle into the game.
Yeah, absolutely.
Going to make for an interesting second half.
Yeah, well, because it's been pretty constant the last 10 to 15 minutes, hasn't it?
Bice throws it up again. Gerber and Beard missed.
Both missed it. Oh, he's taken a bit higher there, George.
Yep. He's going to have to think through this next kick.
Yeah, pretty important kick here, isn't it? And they got
Kicks it out in front of Levi Brown there on the half-forward line for Lockeroos. Gets in front of it. Where's the leading forwards? It's another dodgy kick. You wouldn't want to be leading out for Lock today. And Matty Dyer's just wrapped up Travis Beard there.
Yeah, it was a really good play by Brown in the end there. He gathered that ball well, had time, but just couldn't quite execute that. But Troy Beard's credit, he gathered that ball in really well and held the ball up. But Yeelanna looks as though they're going to get this clearance again through Watson. Been really good with the clearance kick.
The free kick. There's a hold there to the Lockeroos, I believe.
Aaron Beard looks happy now. He's got the ball back.
Yes. It's funny how when the umpire's going your way, you change your attitude, isn't it?
Absolutely, it is. So he's kicked it not particularly long to his cousin Corey.
Yeah, a little bit of contact there. A little bit of contact
in the back. So he's going to have a shot.
Yeah.
Probably going to kick from just inside the 50 line, but I don't know that he's all that confident in having a shot here. But there's not much on offer in the way of lead. So he's run around. And, Boyd West probably could have
contest. Good contest.
He did.
Going to have to get rid of that. How did he get rid of it, I ask?
Then Chicken went at the same time.
Yeah. Watson, Breed's got to contact that. Yes, one on 4. And there we have the siren. That's the end of the first half of today's grand final. We have the score at 8 goals 2, United Yeelanna to Lock 1 goal 6.
So it's a 38-point lead. We're just about to sign up, are we?
Yep, so we'll hand the mic over to Habs and Josie Turnbull from Bendigo Bank, and we'll catch you in the second half.
Hello, John.
There's the commentary there. Well done, Sam and Polio. That's fantastic. The PC, that was a really good commentary. The game is, close in scoring shots here, but the accuracy of Yeelanna at the moment making some difference. I'll just come along with for a quick chat with Josie Turnbull from the Bendigo Bank as a sponsor of the community and whatever with Cummins. I think put in $6.2 million in 21 years into Cummins community. Is that right, Jose?
No, that's right, Habs. It's a pretty awesome figure, isn't it? It's something that we are very proud of and very keen to see that amount grow.
Yeah, so it's one of those things that that without lots of things in our community that wouldn't happen without the support of people banking with Bendigo. I don't want to make this a complete advertorial, whatever. We'll talk about the footy. Have you gone with the watching a bit of footy today? This is the spot to watch it from.
I was just about to say that this is the hottest seats of the day I've actually seen. And it's why the boys sit up here because it's actually out of the wind in the forward pocket. So it's been a great game, and hopefully we can get the scoreline a bit closer, so it's a bit more heart racing going on.
Yeah, well, when I'm wearing my Great Flinders stuff, it's certainly a close grand final is on, and it's great to see the live stream at the moment. I've noticed it being taken note of a few of the comments and whatever, and especially we've had a few little technical issues as there's no experts here making sure the time's done properly and the scoreboard. The scoreboard's been pretty right. But it's good to see someone watching from Liverpool. Shout out to Carolyn Betting over there.
That's just sensational.
And let us know on Facebook as well where you're watching from. We're really interested in that because this is the first year we've done live streaming, and Bendigo Bank have helped with the prelim last week and also a bit this week. So it's just a little bit of investment to help these sort of things happen and promote our league and that sort of stuff.
Well, the footy and the netball is just such an important part of our communities, isn't it? And we at the Cummins District Community Bank just love being part of that and want to continue that support and the partnerships that we have. And just seeing the turnout today, different clubs all wearing their colours is just great to see the community together.
Yeah, it's been. I think it's a couple of thousand. I haven't taken the final gate. The oval is people all around the ground watching from their spots. It's pretty crowded from where we are in our near the 50 right around to the goals on the other side. It's actually quite hard to manoeuvre to get to here at the moment with the number of people here, and the weather's been turned on for us. The wind was supposed to be windy,
it has.
But it hasn't been. A little bit of frost last week has sort of turned some of the grass and that sort of stuff. But the oval itself is looking is magnificent, smooth, just fantastic condition.
It looks awesome, doesn't it? And just a shout out to Angara. United have just done a wonderful job today, and you can see the power of work that's gone into behind the scenes. It's just not today, but obviously leading up to the biggest event that the league has for the year. So that's well done.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been fantastic. It's been a good day, good second half. Yeelanna are up. United Yeelanna up 8 goal 250 to 1 goal 6 at the moment. It just locks goal kicking at the moment, letting them down. But they have been disciplined, which has been a trademark of a Corey Beard coached side. The discipline of that. They had a brief moment, but he was pretty quick to come down and sort that out as well. It's all about the footy and high quality footy, which is fantastic to see. We'll see how the second half goes, but I just wanted to make mention of the community bank in Cummins that $6.2 million. There is so many things in our community that don't happen without that money. It's seed money often to get government money. That money, that 6.2 gets turned into easily $20 million. It's that sort of big impact stuff that I think the Bendigo Bank have been been insightful for doing that, and the leaders that got that up in the first place have been fantastic.
So thanks for the shout out, Habs. It is really important, and if I may take a second just to say that all we ask is for those non-customers to come and give us an opportunity to see if we can help you do better at your banking, and just all give us a call at the Cummins branch at 18 Railway Terrace, or pop in and see us, which would be great. So please do so.
Absolutely. Bank with Bendigo myself and that sort of stuff. It's been fantastic. Josie's been quietly nervous about this. There's a big crowd of people or whatever. So the commentary in the B grade. Okay, we're taking heckling. We won't take any heckling for this part of the thing. There's no pressure of having to do the live scores and that sort of stuff when there's no game on. But thank you very much, Jose. It's on everything the Bendigo Bank does, and you help with helping make days, the live streaming, whatever. Please let us know what that the likes and those sort of things actually don't matter for metrics of who's watching and those sort of things. That we do really want to know that, because it helps.
All the best to the teams for the rest of the day.
Yep. So there's a few watching from Williamstown, from Kangaroo Island, a bit of KI. I reckon Cape York, I reckon Brenda Tully. You haven't told me where you are, but last time I saw you were at Cape York, so I can't imagine you moved far from there last week. So give us a shout.
They have service up there, do they?
Well, apparently they watched the stream last week, so it's fantastic seeing where everyone's watching from. If you could let us know, that's actually it helps sell it that it's a good idea or whatever. It's something that we've talked about for a while. Live streaming, you're nervous about the crowd drop by live streaming, but hopefully the locals still come to the grand final. It's fantastic. You have a look around the crowd, and there's a big crowd of people. So I'll say it again, community bank that helps make those sort of things happen. So cheers, Jose. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Let's get it. Faster, stronger, moving light speed, working longer. We a different breed, living larger, chasing the dream, push it farther, better than you ever seen. Pedal to the metal, we going far. Foot on the gas, just getting started. Let's get it started. Pave the way, roads uncharted.
It's probably the better one out there on the whole ground. Has gone up against Aaron Beard, and he's Guy Morton bringing it down to ground, but he's unable to get it out with that chicken wing tackle from Carr. So umpire Sammy Newman's chucked it up again. Aaron Beard's just grabbed it out of the ruck and belted it long down forward. Running out is Major Ackland, and he's got a new opponent in Mitch Jolly on him now. So let's see how that goes. He's a young, strong lad, and Mitch is a bit of a slider in comparison. Unfortunately, Bob's weaves, turns, kicks straight out of bounds.
Yeah, so Mitch Jolly's got that match up now because it looks like Ben Carr won't take any further part in the game. He's up and about for those that are worried about him in the Twitter sphere, but won't take any further game.
Those out there on the interwebs, they're listening in, watching in. Oh, that's a nice bump there.
Michael Creddy, I think.
Michael Creddy, yeah.
Took the ball out of bounds.
Yep, he's having a bit of trouble getting up, but he's up, Casey Beard. So, young fella, is that Jagger Cross is going to throw it in, give him a plug. No, don't think that gets him anyway. It's come to Aaron Beard, who's started strongly in the ruck this quarter.
Yep.
We've been pumping up Gaten's tyres, but Aaron's got that determined look about him at the start of this quarter, hasn't he, Sam?
He has. He's come out to play. It was their last-ditch effort lock here. Adam Manane gets it up to Aaron Watson there. It kicks into the man on the mark, and then that ball rolls out for another throw-in.
Yeah, that was Jack Humphries. So that spoiler's been very quiet so far, so he'll be looking to get into it. He's usually a bit further down back, so he's moved up a bit forward, more forward this quarter, but Lock have kicked it forward, but it's been repelled straight away by the Yeelanna lads.
Oh, Max! Oh, looks like Braden Martin's just been put into the third row of the car park there.
The cars are pretty deep here too, so it was a fair old pushy shove, but he's had the free kick deep on Yeelanna's half back line, looking forward, but there's not much on offer up there. There's a little bit of movement, but he's just going to have to kick it home for the best here. It's gone down. Kelly, who's been fairly quiet for Lock there, should have got that.
Lex Watson kicks it forward to Stephen Cretton. And
that's a great mark, and he's been quality all day, hasn't he? Durden's playing the...
look at that.
Hang on.
Michael Cretton and just waltz on through. Oh, and a bang into the woodwork. He would have really liked that one, Cretton. He's kicking himself.
Absolutely, yeah. I think Durden was trying to hold the play up there, but Stephen Cretton was clever enough to get that lovely little handball out to his brother, but unfortunately for him, he's hit the post. So Andrew Heath kicked it out long, but that's gone straight to Steve Cretty again.
Paid the mark. Oh, and the Lock boy there just threw that ball back. Lucky to not infringe and give him a 25-metre.
Yeah, the umpires have let a fair bit of that stuff go today, so hopefully they can keep it under control and doesn't boil over like it threatened to in that second quarter. Here's Macaulay Glover again, so his first possession and a half is a lovely mark, and he'll look to go to this top side so Lock can bring it down. So Travis Beard is really, really looking forward to get into this game. Takes a mark, takes the players on too. There's a few whippets chasing him too, so that's a great run.
A little bit of toe there, eh?
Absolutely, yes. And let's see what the umpire does.
He's
bringing him back.
Umpire Davies has called the 25 metres there. I think Beard was just letting off a bit of frustration there. Ricky had clearly taken the mark and just into his back, but
yeah, fairly late, wasn't he? Here's Gerber with the ball in front of the, we can't call it the grandstand, the club room's here. He's kicked it straight down the line. Levi Brown's hands are up. Couldn't quite gather it. Young Bo Samson, nearly had it. So a throw in here, right in front of us. Aaron Beard is really looking to get it. There's a great little handball out of the ruck.
Oh, good.
To Morton, to George, and he's kicked it to Blaze Kay, who's also had a very quiet first half. He's dropped that mark.
Oh, unlucky.
Dropped the ball in the tackle too. So, yeah, the umpire was shaping up, wasn't he? There, he got away with that one, Sam.
I reckon Blaze Kay would be filthy with not getting that that one. He almost won a logie off of that.
Yeah, good little thing. And here's Humphries again, who's, like we say, trying to get into it. Ali Bias has also been pretty quiet for Lock Boys. Has kicked a dangerous ball in the Stephen Cretty direction. He's kept going with it, gathered and handballed it out beautifully, but Lockman in Bias is there to clean it up. He's kicked it straight to the Yeelanna player.
Oh, beautiful mark.
Just looking down there. Bryce Breed's got it right on the 50-metre line, and I don't know. What do you reckon, Sam? Is he going to back himself and have a crack at this one?
Well, I remember back to 2012 actually, Piercy, and Bryce Breed turned one on back there. Yes, that's how long he's been playing the game for.
And he loves the look of his shadow. It looks to him.
He does.
And the sun's just come out perfectly for Brady. I hope you watch this.
I'm not sure if the camera can pick it up, but you can see the deep heat's been rubbed into those calves.
Looking magnificent.
And that's a beautiful looking kick.
Zasny kick.
I tell you what,
absolutely.
That's a contender for goal of the year, that one, I reckon, Piercy.
Yep, that's a confident kick too from a pretty confident and skillful player. Brady with his first one for the game.
I actually reckon, Piercy, that was exactly the same position that he kicked a very similar goal to back in 2012. So I reckon he'll be probably getting the old editing material out and putting back-to-back before and afters.
You reckon the sun was shining beautifully so you can see his own shadow
tell
as
you
well.
what,
So,
his mother would be proud of that, I reckon.
But anyway, Yeelanna have moved on to 9 goals 3, 57 to Lock's 1 goal 6, 12. We've got a bit of a 666 infringement.
We've got a bit of confusion. So
I don't really know what's happened here, but the Yeelanna man is running to the Yeelanna forward lines.
I still don't understand why we have warnings for these rules, Piercy.
Yeah, you can start off with 12 in the back lines, couldn't you, if you wanted to, then just get a warning. That's Beard down to almost to Morton again, so it hadn't quite come off for him this time. They started to get that system working a bit better than haven't they, Lock? They just can't capitalise and get the really good clearance out. But they're working towards it. Here's Beard and Gerber again.
Out of the air there, Gerber.
Dusty Ware, he's gathered that really well, hasn't he? But couldn't quite get the handball well smothered.
Looks like Ware's trying to go underground there. He was moulting.
In the old days, it'd just be swimming down here in Dungarra, wouldn't we, with the puddles we used to get here? But the oval is absolutely magnificent today.
Humphries handballs it over, but Matt Dyer's there to stop the ball, and I think he wants the ball out of bounds. There's a bit. Looks like the runner's out of the box with his asking the question to the umpire what's going on, but it's thrown in.
Best thing the umpire's first thing he did was say throw it in and say, here's Boyd West. Yeah, tough player that doesn't get brought to ground very often and keeps his feet really well, and that gives a pretty good kick down to the lock forward lines. That looks like Travis Beard has just dobbed one for Lock. So that's the turnaround they may need here. Travis Beard's been really, really well held all day. And he manages to get himself a goal there. So you reckon that could be a turning point there, Sam?
Well, it's the first time that they've probably made something out of nothing. They've done a fair bit of hard work today. And, Yeelanna have been doing it all day where they've just been making something out of nothing. And maybe it could be. You never know.
Yeah. Yeelanna have been taking that gamble and it's come off. And we're they're looking to do the right thing and maybe a little overcautious if anything. And it's got to get some of Travis there, grabbed the ball and kicked it straight away, and it came off for him. So here's Dusty Ware with a nice little bit of body work there.
There, Samson.
Yeah, there, Dusty carrying, a bit more. Samson's only a slight lad. How do you say that nicely? The ball's coming to ground with a tackle from Corey Beard. So it's going to be balled up about 20 metres out, straight in front of Lock's goal. So here's another opportunity. They've got it down pretty quickly from this centre clearance.
It's a dangerous spot for both teams.
Yeah, and Corey Beard has kicked one there. Drove the ball, they're all claiming touch.
The umpire.
And Newman has said touched. Yep. He was up straight away, umpire Paul Newman, with his hand saying that was touch off the hands, letting the goal umpire know. So Lock move on to 2-7 to Yeelanna's 9-3. Yeelanna moving it out nice and quickly here again. They've already got it down to the wing where it's gone out of bands. Makes a nice punch from Luke Durden, who's been pretty serviceable with a couple of decent opponents on him there too, Sam.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, we're just another contest here with no real winners at this stage. I think we're going to ball it up. Yep, umpire Pedler's crossed himself like the Monsignor.
Yes.
My ball, gentlemen. Up we go, and off we go again.
So it's still a very close game here, Piercy. The scoreboard's certainly not telling the tale.
Yeah. Like I just said before there, Boyd West kept his feet after a couple of good strong tackles. Got it out to Macaulay Glover, didn't he?
Yep.
And here we go. Travis Beard. He's a real confidence man, Travis, and with this one here, I was going to say this could give him some confidence if he has a crack, and he's looking to pass it off, but now he's decided, no, I'll go back and have a shot. What are you going to call from here, mate?
So it's, I'm certainly not going to go too hard on it. But you can just see, I just noticed that they've had to move Matt Cretney back down to the back lines there with Ben Carr going off. So
he's pretty happy with that.
Oh, no.
No.
Looked like Ackland was trying to milk a little bit of honey
absolutely.
There. Through for a minor score, but just I think the Yeelanna backline looks to be a bit more unsettled this half. With Ben Carr going off. So.
Yes, pretty like those unplanned moves, so they can throw the team out of balance there for a while. So let's hope that Creddy going back there can steady them down again because
Duncan, good luck.
Carr certainly was having a really good influence back there, wasn't he?
Yep.
So Duncan, he's. Been bodied out of it a bit, but that one he used his lighter frame to sit up on top and glide in and take that mark. It was a lovely mark.
That's right. He kicks it down to the half-forward line. Stevie Credden underneath it. Pretty tough to take that one, and the ball's just been rushed out and will be thrown in. Thrown in just forward of centre wing on the United Yeelanna side.
He's having a big influence. West is
yeah, he is. Yes. Isn't he? Yep. I can see there's several guys that have lifted this quarter for for Lock. Yeah.
Oh, a bit of pressure there from Casey Carr.
That'll be a ball up. Now you can see that that Coach Beard's probably put a bit of a sting on some of these Lock boys, and they've raised their intensity.
Yeah, there's certainly quite a few of them did need a rev, as we discussed. There's been a lot of quiet players, and those guys have definitely, their intent is a lot better this quarter, isn't it? Hang on.
Ooh, what's happening?
What have we got here?
He's
Throw?
giving that a throw.
Old Andrew Jarman Crow throw. Well, look at that one. That was a pretty slick movement from the ground to the...
I don't think that's the right thing to be doing when you're within goal kicking range.
Not ideal. So who have we got taking the kick?
We got Braden Martin taking the kick. And
we backed him in the last quarter off his left foot, and you reckon he's pretty good. So
I reckon he's kicking into the breeze here. I reckon if he aims for the right-hand goal post, it should just work its way back through. Well, it doesn't look too good, though.
Ugly-looking punt for a point on the near side. Well, look at it.
No, on the far side, I reckon.
Near to us.
Yeah.
So here's Durden. Got a lot of movement coming on the top side of the ground here, or the western side, so we'll go to the eastern side. A dangerous kick to Bias. Bias held his ground though. He's looking around. He's got to kick it long here. There's not many short options. Nice low kick, isn't it?
Oh yeah, good mark there by Beard. He knew he had to do something extra to get to that one.
I think West thought he might have had that one, but Beard's big long gadget arms reached out and grabbed that, and here goes Blaze K, who's one of those players we mentioned. Probably needed the lift, and he's running pretty hard with it. Good link-up play here by the Lock boys. It's ended up with Ty George, who's just tackled magnificently there by Watson. But Lock have still got possession. And Bias, he is lifting quickly, and it's fallen into the hands of Dougie Pearce. So he's about, I'm going to say he's about 45, but I reckon it's way beyond his range here.
Yeah, I reckon he's going to have to look to pass off here. He's only got short legs. So.
We've got Durden here on the left-hand flank, waving and carrying on, but no, he's ignored him. But he's going to have a crack. So he's good enough to back himself. Let's hope he can get it from him.
Well, grand final day, everyone wants to put their game on their boot, and
that's up there, isn't it?
He hasn't quite made the distance. It's been tapped through, rushed behind. Oh, I better add a bit of catch up on the scoreboard here.
You got that time going this quarter, have you seen?
Yes. Yeah. It's an exciting game here.
What are we, about halfway through? We're 10 to 12 minutes,
Yes, we're 14 minutes into the game.
So there's a lovely tackle by Braden Martin there for holding the ball.
Braden Martin's lifted this quarter. He's gradually worked his way into the game, probably into the better players. Oh, another one into the bed on the mark. Tell you
yeah, pump his tyres up, and he does that to you. So anyway, he's got the ball back on the right boot this time.
It's one way to get your possessions up. Macaulay Glover gets the ball again. You're starting to call the same names over and over again here.
Yeah, we are. There's a few lot of guys loitering around that stoppage there that haven't done too much, and they're looking to get into it. So let's see how. I think Aaron Beard will be coming. No, it's Fergus Slape. He's into the ruck. He's spent a fair bit of time on the bench today. So he'll be itching a bit to get out there and get a few possessions and get the ball down to his Rovers who are hanging around there looking to really get locked back into it. There's got a fair mountain to climb, but you've got to start somewhere. We've seen a fair bit over the season. Teams coming from a fair way back in all sorts of grades. West continued on with the tackle there, but the umpires will let that one go.
He's had his vision elsewhere, I think.
That is going to be Stacks on the mill. And now umpire Pedler will throw it up. And on the wing, Swamp side here. Sounds like a suburb of Ungarra, doesn't it, Swamp side? Is that Guy Morton? No, it's Ty George battling for it, but he's stripped of it. It's going here, there. It's pretty scrambly stuff at this stage, mate.
Yeah, it is. You can see that Yeelanna want to slow the game down and Lock just want to run it. I mean, Lock have got the work to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeelanna just want to shut the game down and just work their way through to the final siren.
Yeah, it's working to their advantage, that lead. They just they don't really have to have possession as such. They can grind it out. If Lock don't get that, like you say, that running link-up game that they've had going all year going, they're not going to score much. So
I don't think it's the right game to play, though, Piercy. I reckon Yeelanna have got to win this game off their own boot.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Lock do get that bit of momentum going. They get a lot of momentum going, don't they?
They will, yep. So anyway, we've got the ball. It hasn't moved for the last 20, 30 seconds.
Yeah, something's going to give here. There's plenty of players around the ball. There's a few more running in towards the bloody pack as well, as we can see.
The umpire wants it back again.
Yep. That's one, like you said, that's one way to get your stats up. Keep bowling it up.
Crittenden trying to get away. Oh, he just gets dumped on the ground, but that's okay. Casey Carr finally gets some clearance. Kicks the ball up high out in front of Duncan. Duncan's dropped that one. What should he have taken? But he follows up and takes a good tackle. And the umpire's paid it, rewarded him with the holding the ball.
It was a good hard tackle, wasn't it?
It was.
He didn't let him go.
Yep.
Durden's a big lad, and he could have shrugged that off, but he had a good grip on him.
After dropping that mark, he probably knew he needed to do a bit extra to reclaim the ball, but he bangs it forward. What have we got up forward? Stephen Crettenden's looking to set himself for that, but it's off hands. Fergus Slape back to Dusty Ware. Dusty Ware's looking, I don't know, what's the word?
He's looking here, there, and everywhere, and unfortunately the kick didn't have enough hook on it to get to Durden in time.
Yep. Crittenden has done a fair bit of work to get it in that deep in the left forward pocket for Yeelanna. And that's probably a dangerous spot for Locke. I think they'd want to clear that ball as quickly as possible.
Yeah, this is where Yeelanna have excelled all day.
Yep.
But
Macaulay Glover, he's always...
Speaking of excelled, there's Macaulay Glover. Damien Kelly with a rare stat there.
Something's going to give here. There's a lot of Locke players in a small area.
There are an awful lot there. They haven't got a lot to kick to when they look forward here, so they're going to have to, if they do get a clearance, which they have had.
Yep, here it comes, Corey Beard. They've cleared the ball out.
Two players in front of him.
It's going to be a foot race here now.
Oakland. He's done pretty well to keep his feet with that too, and probably pretty well to hold it up and earn a free kick actually for too high.
It's probably fair enough. I reckon Major's head was dragged into the ground there.
So he's got a few troops up in front of him there. So before that play, he only had one player in front of him who was still busy running. So now he's got a few targets to aim at. Travis Beard has got a 3-on-1 contest. And well done to the Atlanta guys. They used their three players very well and they've run it out. Back down to the wing from whence it came very well. In fact, that's out on the fault. No?
Well, it's there. It's the Lock boys' kick anyway, whether it was out or last possession. But hey, who's got the ball? Macaulay Glover.
Yeah, what a surprise for Lock here. And the good thing is he's used the ball really well too. His disposal's been very effective.
He's got 60 metres on that, but it's gone to Norton to Watson, Martin. Martin's had the ball dispossessed. And that there is a strong tackle by Major Ackland. When he hits you hard.
Yeah, absolutely. He lined him up from a few metres away. I think Casey Beard thought he had the tackle, but was also bummed out the way in Ackland's pursuit to get that tackle, wasn't he?
Yes.
Now it's gone out of bounds again. So, yeah, look, this is where Lock won. They wanted down in there forward once, but probably on the other pocket, to be honest. They haven't used that top side with the wind as well as they would have hoped, but... So we've got another ball up. Yeah, this way they were looking to get that possession and a clearance. Yeah, there's not much. There's a lot of Yeelanna players milling around. There's not much in the forward lines Yeelanna at this stage.
Yeah, so here we are. We're 20 minutes into the quarter and the scores are United Yeelanna 9-4-58 to Lock 2-9-21. Similar scoring shots, but yeah, Lock have been wasteful in front of goal.
Yeah, it's a very similar margin at half time, isn't it? There's McGlover again. Now, they're going to run this over the boundary line, Yeelanna, being very clever about it. So another throw-in right next to the point post on the northern end of Ungara Oval here. So Locke will be setting up, hoping they can get something off hands to someone like Corey Beard, who snapped a lovely one with it before, but unfortunately was touched off his boot. Yet another stoppage, mate. This has really slowed the game down the last 10 minutes, hasn't it?
Yeah, I reckon this will be a long quarter. The ruckmen are working fairly hard. I see Beards just come off of the interchange, so both teams are working their interchanges through their ruckmen.
Yeah. Ridley's on there. Hang on, we've got Ty George running to the bench, is it?
Yes, looks like George is coming off. Another throw in.
He's not going to affect the ruck contest much, is he?
Mitch Kelly tried to pass through and. I'm not sure. It's just it just seems to be a bit of a bit of an arm wrestle here.
Yeah, absolutely. And there is no winners at this stage. Apart from Yeelanna, who already have that pretty sizable lead. Like you say, they've really got to win it. And there's a guy called Xavier Watson.
Oh, here we go. That was good.
Going to get that clearance out if anyone's going to do it.
Yeah, Bryce Breed's been working hard up forward. He's got good toe for an old man.
That's magnificent, mate, by Critton. And Heath is one of the better defenders in the league, isn't he? And his punching game is extremely good. But Critton just put that one on his chest. So I'll have that, thanks.
As you look at the lock boys around that ball there, they're really working hard back to punch that ball forward. And here we are back on the locks half-forward line. And it looks like we're destined for another ball up.
They're one shrug tackle away from moving it forward really quickly. And to Yeelanna's credit, they hold them up every time around that half-forward line, don't they, on that outer side? It's Beard again. He's battled really hard this quarter. Got it down to his Rovers, but, the Yeelanna guys are there, been there every time to tackle or smother the play. And they've got the clearance once again, but it's out of bounds. What are we going to say? 65 metres around from Yeelanna's goal on the other side?
60, 65, yep.
We'll go 63 and a half, mate.
Seems to spend a lot of time between the 50s, doesn't it, today?
Yeah, it has. So Lockie got an opportunity here to use it and got the quick kick away. Wasn't the best kick in the world, that one, was it?
No, I mean, that's probably been the difference between the two teams so far is the skill efficiency.
Absolutely.
Yeelanna have been making those short kicks, short handballs, but Locke just seemed to be unable to withstand the pressure.
Yeah,
over long periods of times.
Mentioned Xavier, what's his name, a heap of times, and a lot of his possessions have been those little give-offs, haven't they?
Yep, Martin kicks the ball into the forward lines. Breed leading out, doesn't get a hold of that, but he backs up. The ball's gone into a pack. I can't see it coming out of there. A few big bodies, and everyone's just looking to kill it.
There's three guys piling on Brady there. They obviously know how dangerous he is, mate.
Yep.
He'll let them know.
Got up hobbling there.
He's a bit hobbly, isn't he?
Yeah, bit lame.
He'll recover if the ball comes near him, don't worry.
Hopefully we don't have to get the green screen out for him.
Or the white sheet, yeah. He'll keep going all day, don't worry about that. And he's got a pretty good tagging opponent on him in Braden Crosby at the moment.
Here we go, Bo Sampson, probably one of the quicker players on the team. Bangs it up long to Breedy, who's got a couple of giants on him, which is going to make it fairly hard. And the ball gets punched through for a minor score.
He's still pretty proppy, but that won't stop him. Luke Durn's got a pretty quick kick out straight down the guts to a 2-on-1 contest. Probably not his best option, but they've got to get it moving up there quick. Watson's got that little kick out to Martin. He's
Here we go,
pretty
Martin.
swift of foot, isn't he? But
it's wobbled for another minor score.
Kick there.
So it looks like Yeelanna are trying to do it in points. They're learning from Locke's earlier goal kicking efficiency.
Yeah, absolutely. And at this stage, it's not a huge concern for them, but they would like to be putting him through those larger stinks. Now, here's Dusty Ware right in front of us. Oh, nearly held it. But the crumbs are picked up. No, they're not picked up by anyone. We're just going to...
We'll get another ball up here, I reckon, Izzy.
Yeah, we haven't had one for about 2 minutes, so it's about time, isn't it?
No. So I can't imagine this will be an under 30-minute quarter here.
So Aaron Beard's got no one particularly tall on him here for this contest. I don't know if anyone's actually on one. Lobby Carr has gone up, so it was a good tap by Beardy in the end.
And Macaulay Glover.
Oh, look at that. That's magnificent.
Yep.
And it's a long kick too, isn't it? Searching kick. Travis Beard had no idea what was going on.
Yeah, no eyes on the ball, but the umpire didn't see it that way.
Lovely kick by Ricky Skinner. Unfortunately, it's gone straight to Casey Beard, though.
Oh, geez, we've got a comedy of errors, haven't we? I think everyone's out on their feet a bit.
We're going on about the efficiency. Well, that's dropped dramatically, isn't it?
So Bo Sampson here, skirting the 50-metre, punches it forward, but there's only Lock Roos there. Alex Glover, who's fresh, he hasn't spent much time on the ground, but we have another ball up.
Yeah, as we getting closer and closer to three-quarter time all the time, but yeah, these stoppages really are helping Yeelanna, I would say, at this stage, because no one's making inroads or outroads too much. The clearances are pretty hard to come by from those stoppages. Like, this is another no real advantage. The ball has just moved 50 metres sideways, but here he is again with his, fourth possession in the last couple of minutes, perhaps?
Yep. Oh, good contest.
That's a lovely little handball there from Matty Dyer, who hasn't had much of the ball but this quarter, but what he has had has been the quality. And there it is, three-quarter time here. Yeelanna with a commanding, 7.5 goal lead. 9 goals, 660 to Lock's 2 goals, 9.
39 points, so just over 6 goals, I reckon.
Yeah, so I think it was 38 points at half-time from memory, so yeah. Sorry about that. Pretty even quarter. And Yeelanna will be pretty confident. They can keep playing. Even with that stoppage game, it's going to win it for them, isn't it? And, yeah, I think the time's passed now that they had to keep attacking, like you were saying. They actually weathered that storm. And the what do we call that, push from Lock pretty well there towards the end of that quarter.
Yeah, so if I see if Yeelanna don't score, I reckon Lock will fancy their chances here of coming back into this game. Happened earlier in the year where United Yeelanna got off to a similar start, and then they managed to claw it back to quite an even game. So look, there's plenty of work to be done. It's United Yeelanna's game to lose at the moment, I suppose, is one way of saying it.
Yeah, that's right. And, like I've said a couple of times, when they get that momentum going, they're very, very hard to stop. We've seen it happen a few times, and they've kicked some really, really big scores against some pretty good opposition. So they know they've got it in them. They've just got to link up a lot better than what they have and be a bit more efficient with their disposal, I guess.
Yep.
And then that'll soon turn things around for them. It'll happen pretty quickly if it does. But, having said that, Yeelanna have... having thought about it a bit, like you mentioned, Yeelanna probably do have to keep that attacking game going like they started off that quarter with before they started to shut things down. And, might be getting a few tired bodies going into this quarter, but at this stage of the year, everyone's probably carrying a bit, but their fitness is pretty good, so you'd expect they might run things out pretty well. Although we did see quite a few cramps in the B grade before, didn't we? That was quite funny at the end of that game.
Yep. Anyway, we might let everyone take a break and go back and fill your cup and go to the loo, and we'll settle in for a final quarter of footy.
See you back in the Twitter sphere.
Yeah.
Thanks, I got no right on to the game of fire. See you later in a minute.
Rightio, welcome back again. We're into the last quarter here. We've just been arguing a little bit. We're a bit late coming back on. We've just been trying to go through the best players, Braden Martin has got himself into the five there, I reckon. We've really liked Breedy coming out of full forward. Stevie Creddy's been awesome up forward. But Macaulay Glover for Lock's been exceptional as well. So
we also mentioned Xavier Watson. Hasn't been, to the casual viewer, possibly the most brilliant player on the ground, but when he's got the ball, like just then, he's used it very well. Look at that.
Yeah.
That's magic for him, isn't it? So, he's one of our other favourites at this stage, Steve Cretton.
So back to the game, Stephen Cretton has just punched that ball forward out in front of Duncan. Duncan's hadn't been able to get a hold of it, but he's wrapped up Heathy in a tackle, and looks like the ball's gone out of bounds.
Andrew Heath's battled hard up there. He's had some good players on him, hasn't he, to try and take care of. Been an uphill battle for him, but he's battled his guts out there, hasn't he?
Yeah. Michael Cretton takes that mark out in front of Glover. And this is a real danger point for Lock. If they're going to get back into this game at all, they're going to have to score really quickly. Yeelanna kick the first goal, and then it's almost party time. So
it just about is, isn't it? Yeah, and they've got to score quickly as well too.
Oh,
it's a very dangerous missed handle in front of goal, isn't it? Because it's ball into the hands.
And that's a minor score.
He knows it too.
Yeah, that would have brought the house down. I think that if that went through there, Piercy.
Yeah, it's the end of the crowd. It's the majority of the crowd have all assembled out, and you want to look good in the last quarter of the grand final. That's the place to do it, isn't it?
That's right. Bias just kicks another scraggly ball up to Dougie Pearce in the centre of the ground. He doesn't know where to go. All bases are covered. Out to Kay, but Kay and Skinner are working hard there. Martin's just all working in a tight spot there, and has just let the ball over the boundary line. And boundary umpire Nathan Peters looks like he'll throw that ball in.
He's signalled fairly well.
Yes.
His intent there, hasn't he?
Yep. Blaze Kay gets the clearance out to Macaulay Glover, that man in the middle. String of handballs makes it to Ty George. Ty George has just kicked one, little cute one around the corner and found Travis Beard.
So that's when Lock look really good when they get that clearance from the stoppage and that little link-up play like we've been saying all day, but they just haven't been able to get it done enough times, have they? And this is the other guy that Lock really needs to lift. He showed a couple of glimpses there in that third quarter, and he's a confident lad, and he'll have a kick from just inside the 50-metre line. So Travis Beard here looking for his second goal. Lock's third. Let's see how he goes. Around the 45
okay,
for
but
a tennis committee line. And it's just
drifting.
drifting.
Minor score. That's
Yep.
2 goals 10.
That could have been the big spark they needed, but let's for Lock's sake, let's hope they can rebound this one straight back in and go between the tall sticks. But Matty Dyer has been resolute back there, has it all day, hasn't he? He's kicked it out.
Yes.
Just found his man. He's looking to get it back, but
Watson's looking to get his hand on a medallion, I reckon. He might pick up a few cheap kicks this quarter.
Absolutely. We've got 2 so far. We'll keep a bit of a tab on that one.
Yep.
And they've all been just little gives for most of the day, except for that one big long one. But
Stephen Cretton kicks it on his non-preferred left to Breedy. Breedy's led well out of full forward today. And that's a beautifully weighted kick to Matthew Cretton, who's been pushed back forward.
That's fantastic play, wasn't it? All through.
I reckon he's missed that, though. Well, I reckon he'd be pretty filthy on that sort of performance, Piercy.
Yeah, well, twice we've pumped his tyres up now in front of goals, and twice he's let us down. So, it could be another opening. Lock, from the last miss, they worked it down this way into a good position. Durden, he's going to decide, no, we're going long. Down towards Aaron Beard, who's second in line.
Maxfield, who's been great all day as well.
He?
Just bangs the full for all.
There's McGlover again with that spoil. He just tapped it to himself and hasn't quite come away with it. It looks like Brady has had a shot.
And that's a point as well. So the points are starting to add up. It's 9 goals 9, 62 to 2 goals 10, 22.
Yeah, and it's almost a 7-goal break. 7 goals is a lot, but if like we've been saying a few times, we've seen Lock build that momentum up. But they just got to get that spark to get it going at the start. So, and here, that looked like Corey Beard has gone down to the back lines to try and get a bit of that spark going. Ty George looked to have a good little kick going out towards the wing, but was beautifully smothered there and held the play up. So Yeelanna have done well to hold this up. Their backs are all streaming back now. You can see the play. They're anticipating them. It could be a bit of a centre break. Oh, that or their Lock's too tall, man, to move down to the forward lines.
Yeah, they certainly know that. They've got the game in their hand. Michael Creddy sitting behind the play there. He's a clever footballer.
They've been pretty disciplined with their jobs all day. All their back when they had a man to stand on, and they followed him around really well, haven't they?
So Macaulay Glover tries to work hard again. Gayton Gerber, handball to Adam Manane. Adam Manane's just put it into a space for Breedy to work in. But unfortunately, over the top of Breedy's head, and Andrew Heath's got the ball, kicks it down to Durden. Durden's now got the unenviable task of getting the ball out of the back 50.
Yeah, he's been charged with that job a few times today, hasn't he? And it's not all up front for him. He's going to have to go inboard. So he's looking towards Braden Crosby, who's probably outsized by his opponents there. And then Watson looking in for another one of those cheap possessions we've been talking about, mate.
Yes, he's just trying to hang around the umpire at the moment, I reckon.
Yeah, no, you can't fault his game. It's been outstanding, hasn't it? Yeah, what's happening here?
Stephen Cretton tried to burrow his throw through. Look, everyone was looking at the umpire, looking for the high contact, but I don't think it was there. He sort of ducked his head into it.
He sort of made his way into a nice little headlock there, didn't he? So, yeah, Aaron Beard has battled pretty hardly in the second half after, Gerber probably had his number pretty well in the first half, didn't he? And that's been a fantastic battle.
It has, yes, yep. Probably one of only 2 or 3 Lock players who have really held their own, to be honest. But Crosby here, kicking down, Maxfield defending hard, Travis Beard. Aaron Watson clears the ball back forwards.
That was Maxfield with a bit of an intercept there that did that really well, I think.
Yeah,
wasn't it? Yep. And here they go with a bit of a link-up handball and run, which looks good until Yeelanna come with their pressure.
They've just sort of fumbled the ball at the critical time, haven't they?
Yeah, and Yeelanna have just made that position and got that tackle just at the right time all day.
So I feel like there's got to be something exciting to happen soon, Piercy. It's the game's sort of just rolling through its paces here.
Not much happening at all. We're either going to see a spectacular goal from the Yeelanna boys, which they've threatened to do a couple of times, or Lock are going to mount a bit of a charge, which, the ball's right in front of us here now, mate.
Jackson Norton just mopping up. Maxfield bangs the ball forward. With those windy conditions, it seems to be the long kick option is the way to go.
It's been funny. You would have thought that conditions favour that end down the northern end of the ground all day, but there's been a reasonable amount of play down this southern end, hasn't there? Both teams have worked themselves into a good position, but a bit of inaccuracy has been the call down this end probably. Yet another stoppage. So do you start that clock again this quarter, did you, mate?
Yeah, the clock's running. Yes.
So, it's stop, start in the timekeeper's box at this stage. I would imagine they'd be getting sore into its finger pressing that start, stop button a bit. Oh, Watson nearly got it there, but he's pulled it back in. And umpire Yeeman says, "Oh, have it, boys. Let's throw it up." Clear. This is like a game of mini-coals, isn't it?
Yeah, so once again, Watson getting up with the number directly at the umpire to say he was on the bottom of the pack again.
Very strategic move there, mate. And there he is again. So let's hope there's a bit of a clearance coming out this time, but it's another pack situation.
Doing the hard work. Humphreys has had the ball and it's stripped off of him. Crittenden through the middle. Ty George. Oh no, is that Ty George? Yes, it is. Streaming through the middle. Kicks it long. Oh, Beard just not quite there again.
Jackson Norton, wasn't it?
Yeah, good defence.
And backed it up too. Look at that. That was a great effort. Pretty disciplined game.
Yeah, I reckon Corey's tried extremely hard today. He's you can't knock his endeavour, but they've got one or two really good defenders on him all the time, and some of the disposal coming forward hasn't quite been at the level that Locke were looking for.
Yeah, Corey does often have an advantage with his height, but Jacko's nearly matched him for that, and especially that overhead strength today. He's played a really good disciplined game on him back there. But the ball's now out on Yeelanna's wing, and it's a bit of a 50-50 contest, and looks like umpire Yeeman's coming in saying, "I'll have it, boys." You're number 11, mate, there, is he, Sam?
Yeah, no, he's there.
Yep, absolutely.
Beard takes it out the ruck, only going to Matt Dyer. Matt Dyer's just invited the contact.
He's backed into that rugby league
he
style,
has,
isn't he?
Yes. While the old Fox knows if he just goes in, he'll just get another repeat ball up. Manane gets the ball, easy, clearance out to Sampson. Sampson bangs it forward to Chuck Heath at centre half back, just sweating off of Crittenden. So kicks it across the ground, out towards Dusty Ware, but a good contest there between Martin and Dusty. Martin ends up with the ball, bangs it forward.
That's a dangerous looking kick, isn't it?
Bit of a crook bounce there. Matt Creddy's trying to track it down, weaves one way, weaves the other, looks into the middle.
Hello, he's out of bounds, I think.
Ran out of room.
Yep, throw it in.
I thought there was a bit of excitement there. I was starting to get off the seat.
I just said I thought I had a whistle out the corner of my good ear. Anyway, now it's Ty George with another one of those runs. With a kick to no one in particular, but in the range of Travis Beard. Maxfield's got that handball out again. Is that Watson there with it? And he's kicked it to Matt Dyer. So he'll hold it up. I'll play up here quite a bit. He's looking to go across the other side, which is probably not the preferred option for the Yeelanna boys, but when you get a man 10 metres in the clear like that, you'll go to that option every time. And he's not that far. So he'll probably kick, what are we looking at? He'll probably kick it from just inside, just over 40 metres out.
Not sure if he's got the range here. This is Sampson.
Yeah, he's only a little, slight lad, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a light lad, kicking into a light breeze. Going to want to kick through the ball. Bit of work on the mark.
On the mark from Macaulay Glover was a fantastic effort. What he nearly actually
Beard's taken a strong mark in the goal square. He's asking the Yeelanna person, that was Cody Duncan. Cody Duncan to move back. Ty George kicks it wide out to Dougie Pearce. Dougie Pearce kicks it short. Once again to the wrong player.
Yeah, bloke running the wrong way, yeah.
And we have another ball up.
Probably not the best option there. There was a couple of players a bit further on down the ground for they're running towards it. And Levi Brown was almost unaware that the ball was coming his way.
Martin's starting to get prolific. That was Manane, getting prolific on the back of the pack. Bangs it forward. Who we got up there? Crittenden just puts his body where nobody else would.
He's done that all day too, hasn't he? I was just thinking Manane's outside game's been really good all day. He's been at the fall of the pack quite a bit there, and it's been great. It's worked out well for him.
Yeah, looks like Macaulay Glover's got cramping down in the back pocket there, Piercy. I'm not sure why. He's only ran a measly 11 or 12 Ks today.
Yeah, I like you saying his heat map and also his GPS tracker will be telling the story at the end of the day. But
Yep.
I think the GPS tracker's probably got a flat battery at this stage.
I reckon he's blown it up.
So another minor score there for Yeelanna.
Well, crikey, you get it lax on the scoreboard here.
Yep, so 9 goals, 10, so it's an even 7-goal difference. So 7 goals plus a sneaky little point for Lockyer. Unanswered will probably have the game pretty interesting, but at this stage, the way Yeelanna are playing, it doesn't look too threatening, does it? Ali Bias getting the nice little possession there. Coming to the top side, you can see a lead here coming from Travis Speed and Dusty Ware, but it's fallen a bit short and straight into the arms of Ricky Skinner, whose disposal's been pretty good today. Where's that fallen?
That was
Mitch Jolly in the forward once again.
No, that was Creddy, I think, taking that spoil. But
Yeah.
Jolly kicked the ball in. Monaine there with the ball. Kicks it into Alex Glover, who hasn't seen heaps of time on the ground again. Casey Carr's just skirting around and puts it into the goal square. Is that Ty George or no, Chuck Heath? That looks like
Chuck Heath, actually, yeah. He's getting quite a few possessions this quarter, and he's starting to slow the play down, have a look around and use it well. And it's just the possession after that where the Locker is sort of falling down this quarter. They can't seem to work it much past the wing at all, can they? This one's got a stinks on the middle look about it. We can't really see. You can lean over more than me, can you, Sam?
I can just see past the Yeelanna coach's box there. There's a bit going on. It looks like it's almost in the crowd.
I reckon there'd be a fair bit of advice coming from the, looks like the lock. And it was the bar.
Yes.
Actually, isn't it? Right in front of the bar.
Yep.
Yeah, there wouldn't be any advice coming at all.
They'd be probably looking for someone to kick a goal. It's been a while since there was a goal.
The natives will be getting a little restless.
Doesn't look like either team's given up at the moment.
No, absolutely not. Locker's still battling hard, and there's a few of their guys that have battled really hard. And Ali Boas, he's really come into it this quarter.
Got some
A bit of confidence has grown too. Confidence breeds confidence, and he won't even get a possession back in. No, Travis Beard turns on nothing and finds his cousin Corey, who this time, let's hope that he can kick it, because that's been Locke's real disappointment today. He's starting to come around fast and whacked it straight through with what a really attractive looking kick, wasn't it, mate?
he just doesn't have the confidence. He probably hasn't kicked that well today, to be honest, for goal. Missed a few shots, and that's probably where the game went awry a little bit early in the game, where they kicked those points.
He's been starved of possession, so he's probably thought tried a bit too hard to.
But there wasn't much of a celebration there. It's just going through the motions.
But it has been pleasing to see guys like Bias and Chucky Heath come right into it this quarter for Locke. They've certainly, the game may be done, but they haven't given up the battle. They're going to see it right through, to their credit. Here he is, Watson with that little... No, he hasn't got the clean clearance. He did get possession, but now it stacks on again.
Tell you what, the umpires have earned their money with their bloody throw-ups today, haven't
Absolutely, they have. Yeah. Big shout out to the manufacturers of the Acme Thunderer whistles too. They've got a fair workout.
Yes.
As it will do here as well, once again. Hang on. A bit of blood rule. That'll be Bryce Breed. And he's
pointing at...
indicating that he might have wiped his nose on Andrew Heath's jumper or something too, Wizzy Brady.
Yeah. Bryce was a bit reluctant to come off the ground. He's had a good game leading out of full forward there. He's provided a lot of opportunities for the United Yeelanna players going forward.
Yeah, so Brady's getting the applause from the gangs, but he'll be coming back on. Look at that face. He's still got that determined look that he wants to get his name in the paper again with another goal. So we're back in the centre of the ground again. Is that Gerber in the ruck there, mate? I can't see it.
Ridley in the ruck.
There's Ridley, yeah.
Yes, yep. Gerber's on the bench. He's the coach probably presumes he's done enough.
Yeah, absolutely. He's battled pretty lion-heartedly all day, hasn't he?
I think he's getting ready for the party time.
He's a big boy. He's going to be a big tank to fill up tonight too. So here's Durden. Got the lead. Oh, hang on. He's collected. Is that Matthew Credit?
Not Anthony there either. If the camera can stay with him, there's a bit going on. No. But who we got there? Jed Manane, is it, underneath?
I think it was, yeah.
No,
it
Alex
was.
Glover, sorry. Yeah, kicks it forward. Ty George battling hard, as he has all quarter.
He certainly has. He hasn't given up. He hadn't had a lot of the ball today, and he'll be pretty frustrated with himself because he's prides himself on his game. Former male medalist. Like you said, there's a couple of few playing for Yeelanna today, and Ty George is one of the lot guys with him. What's going on here, mate? There's a bit of confusion between the field and the boundary umpires.
Bit of communication breakdown between the umpire and fraternity.
Yeah, and I don't think anyone really knew what was going on there,
but he's going to have to do it again.
Yeah, this time. And he's not going to wait for the ruckman. He'll just throw it in.
Just throw it in.
That's the way. Get it on, get the game moving.
Slape and OX, Watson there. Spoggy's trying to work his way forward. Durden deals with him. Chucky Heath gets the ball, handballs it. Macaulay Glover handballs it across. Martin's ended up with it. There's a lot of bodies flying here at the moment. Ridley's got the ball, but that doesn't look like that's going anywhere again. We'll ball it up.
Durden's really battled hard in the last quarter and a half. He may even have had the better of Stephen Creddy.
Yeah.
It's been a fairly even battle. Definitely Credden had the chockies in the first half, but Durden has fought back, especially after he gave him a roast about going off the ground pretty early.
Oh, well, I mean, you got good players like that, you want to see them on the ground, don't you?
Absolutely, yeah, guys of that calibre. Now, we've got a free kick here. I think Newman has found this one for Yeelanna.
I believe the umpires are trying to create a little bit of excitement in the game here.
I reckon you're right too.
Bo Sampson it is.
It is. I'm just trying to pick who it was again. The little fellow who had that shot from the other side 5 or 10 minutes ago. He's got a shot with a wind pretty much straight at his back. He's got about 500 advisors straight at his back too.
I'd probably be putting it on the left-hand goalpost here and letting the wind work its way through.
You've got him from here, mate. I reckon you've got
right
it well.
way.
And he's kicked
That looks
very
pretty good.
purposefully.
Looks pretty good. Has he
The
must
crowd
have
liked
been
the
a point.
point.
He hasn't
Yeah.
gone very hard on it. No, he's missed it.
Probably the point of the grand final, according to the crowd at the bar there.
Yeah. Look, we wanted more than that.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll have to...
Yeah, scoring has
to wait.
absolutely dried up this quarter, hasn't it? It's a real game of attrition for the last, quarter and a bit. But here's another chance.
So it's the 20-minute mark, so there wouldn't be heaps of time left. We just need something to happen. It's just a bit of excitement here.
Yeah, it's otherwise it's petered out, hasn't it? But
Since half-time, it's been a bit of a snooze fest, to be honest.
yeah, absolutely. So Casey Carr, let's hope. What do you reckon? A talk here, mate? That might be the go.
Well, I reckon the crowd will be looking for a talk.
Yep. Let's hope the barrel comes out, but I don't know if it will. He's too disciplined for that, isn't he? He's walking in pretty purposefully and holding the ball straight up and down. So that is
He likes it.
through the
He
middle,
likes it.
and Yeelanna know it now. Great goal from Casey Carr. They move on to 10 goals, 11, 72, 71. 71, sorry. My maths aren't too good. The Locks 3 goals, 10, 28. And, they've got it in the bag now. The ball's back in the middle pretty quickly. I don't know that we threw to an advert break, mate. But poor Scotty Davies looking to throw it up straight away.
I think everyone's looking to get off at the moment.
Yeah, a few guys looking towards the bench. I don't know if cramp's really going to be an issue. There hasn't been a lot of running in this last quarter, has there? Although this guy has done a fair bit of it.
Beard runs it out, kicks it forward to Fergus Slape, who's playing a makeshift roll up forward. Good looking kick forward, probably the best one for the day for the Lockeroos.
Pretty good makeshift roll. He's fulfilled here.
Back out to Ricky Skinner. Skinner just chips that over with his 7-iron across to Sean Maxfield, and Maxfield just looks to take some time off the clock before he enters the ball out of defence. Kicks it long. Pack of players. Matt Cretton's found the front of the pack. He's going to now bang it forward. Cody Duncan out in front and takes a easy mark, easy chest mark.
He's in front the whole way.
He's in range here.
Good strong lead. No, he doesn't want to kick it
forward, and that's had no chance. But that man, Macaulay Glover.
Yeah, Brady, if he was 6'9", he may have got up to that, but a bit over his head. Glover's gone across the dusty wear, and right in front of the boundary umpire has dribbled it out of bounds. So
tell you what, I've enjoyed Macaulay Glover's game today. I don't know how he's going to get best on ground in a losing side by so much, but that's not our decision, thankfully.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you can't fault his game. Even Aaron Beard has been Locke's other outstanding player. Battled pretty manfully after a pretty rough start, but like you say, Yeelanna have a commanding lead, and there's a number of good players. So, we've been pumping up number 11 stores as he has himself, mate. But it's going to be interesting to see who they come up with, because I think we'll agree with whoever it is. There's been a number of them.
Yep. So Norton here looks to take the ball forward again. That long high kick to a pack of players. Stephen Cretton's always at the front of the pack there, and that's been spoilt out of bounds, and the ball will be thrown in at the United Yeelanna's half-forward flank.
So, moving probably in the last couple of minutes here, you'd think Yeelanna's still looking to do something spectacular. Locke just looking to save a bit of face with maybe a late goal, red time goal. That was Glover to Weir again. That's worked pretty well for him this quarter. And here's Fergus Slope, who was taking a good mark. He's done well in the last 5 minutes. He'd been starved of opportunity, been on the bench a lot today. They probably thinking he could have had a bit more impact. Major Ackland has been pretty quiet in the second half, to be honest, after a pretty big first half.
Yep.
And here's Travis Beard. Yeah, he's well within range, but he's not confident. He's going to kick it to Corey, who's well within range.
Geez, he works hard, Corey, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Won't stop.
I know Jackson Norton has almost had his number all day, just said, you can have that one.
I tend to agree with that.
Job.
Yep. I don't think that's all on Beard, though. I reckon,
no, absolutely not. Jackson's had a bit of help back there, hasn't he?
That's just rode straight through the goals, and that'll bring Locke their fourth goal.
Yeah, so 4 goals definitely looks a lot better than 3 goals on the scoreboard. And, let's just hope there's time for him to have a bit of a late run and maybe whack another couple on. It's been the last quarter was reasonably longer. This one, you think it'd be getting towards the end.
Yes, so we're at the 25-minute mark here at the moment.
Yeah, so what are we saying? Probably 3 or 4 goals for the quarter. Funny, and with a lot of ball-ups too, so he could be getting up to that 30-minute mark. But up on you, and he's not mucking around. He's going to chuck it up. The umpires have been pretty good all day, haven't they, mate? They've been, we haven't really noticed them making too many controversial calls and all that sort of thing. And if you don't notice the umpires, they've done a good job. They...
No, that's correct.
Yeah, they've been good all year, these 3 guys. They're probably the best 3 in the league.
That's right. You always want your best umpires on grand final day. But Stephen Cretton has just hacked that ball out wide to Levi Brown, who gets it to Glover. Glover's fumbled and then been just pushed off the ball. I think there's probably a bit of
fatigue. Is
fatigue? Yes, I don't think early in the game he would have gone down that hard. But
he's got another possession here.
Just banged it across, and that's the final siren.
There it is. Yeelanna victors in 2024. 10 goals, 11, 71 to Locke. 4 goal, 10, 34. What does that make it, mate? Is it 9 out of the last 11 or something like that?
I reckon it is 9 out of the last 10, I reckon.
Yeah, absolutely. Phenomenal effort. One of the best country sides in South Australia, without doubt. And for such a long period of time, it's absolutely magnificent to be able to see them work like they do over such a long period of time. They just keep producing all these champions, and there's a few guys that have been there the whole time through. One of them has looked pretty good today, but we won't mention his name until the umpires do. But what a result. We could probably run through some best players if you'd like.
Yeah, so probably what I saw from Locke's side was obviously Macaulay Glover was easily their best player. Very close to best on ground in our opinion, but
I'll probably supported by Aaron Beard.
Aaron Beard was probably the second best player, I reckon.
Yep, absolutely. Battled really hard all day.
Yep, I was pretty happy with Tyrone George. I thought he battled all day. Probably start of the game he was probably a little bit off, but right to the finish, he just kept on running, and the drive through the middle of the ground was exceptional.
Yeah, there's a few players very similar to him in the lineup, and he's the one that kept going all day. A lot of guys came in a little bit, and then they faded out fairly quickly too, didn't they? So, hats off to Ty. He battled really manfully.
I think Corey Beard, although he didn't have a big impact on the scoreboard, or he had kicked a couple of late goals, but the amount of use through him was probably led to a bit of their decline. They probably needed to find other people up for.
Yeah, that's right. And Yeelanna did it well. They had 2 or 3 guys on him every time it came up, Locke's end of the ground, and Locke, unfortunately, they were a bit Corey-centric at times and weren't looking for other targets, which worked against him in the end. Like you said, he battled pretty hard though, didn't he? And he ended up with a few goals.
Yeah, but I mean, I think most of the better players come from the Yeelanna side. I think Gaten Gerber set the bar early in the game in the ruck, getting the ball down to the Eagle forwards.
Yeah, absolutely. He faded out in the end, but I think that's probably through a lot of fatigue. Battled really hard, had a fantastic thing. Adam Manane battled well as well.
Yes, Adam Manane off the back of the packs. Braden Martin was a player who impressed me from just bringing the ball, transitioning from back to forward.
Yeah, and like you say, his inside game that was really good today, wasn't it? Really noticeable.
Yep.
Yeah, you've seen guys like Watson and Crittenden and the Crittenden boys, a couple of those guys, be those real inside guys in the past. But he's really stepped up to take on that sort of a role.
I thought Xavier's work that he did back in the back lines early in the game was instrumental, and I'm not sure whether he's been playing there all year like that there, but the coach would have been extremely happy with his level head and experience clearing the ball from the back 50.
I think he was actually probably more effective on that half-back line. He probably got as many possessions playing in the centre as well, but through that half-back he managed to find guys that would link up with him and move it down to Yeelanna's forward line a lot better, I thought, than he did out of the centre.
I thought Bryce Breed led really, really well. He gave a really, really good fast target out of full forward. But one of the better players on the ground for me was probably Stephen Crittenden at centre forward. Just sat underneath those high balls all day and really gave Yeelanna a good target up forward.
Yeah, that's right. And similarly, at the other end of the ground was Sean Maxfield, who dominated up there, didn't he? He would spoil the ball, he'd bring it to ground, and he'd also get possession from guys like Matty Dyer, who were, kicking out from point, or they were getting the ball in the back pocket, looking for someone to go to. Maxfield was there pretty much all day, wasn't he? And beat his men that he was on hands down.
Yep. So I suppose that's the year in a nutshell. We got the 2 best teams from Great Flinders playing today. And you, at the start of the day, you wouldn't have been able to pick the 2. The only advantage Yeelanna had was that experience from playing in several grand finals, plenty of a lot of grand finals in the last 20 years, and Locke probably not having that experience. It was probably where Yeelanna probably got the ascendancy from the day.
Yeah, if Locke can hold the majority of these players around, most of them are. There's a good mix of youth and experience here, and there's a couple of young guys coming up around the place as well. If they can hold that mob together next year, I think they're going to probably challenge a bit stronger than they did this year against Yeelanna. Like you said, a few of these guys have been around a long time. And I know you called a couple of them long in the tooth, or words to that effect, but they're still good. But they're not getting younger, and they're probably few of them are coming to the twilight. Whereas Locke got a few guys that are with quite a few years left in them yet. So let's see what it does next year. But let's worry about them this year, though. Yeelanna, outstanding. All credit to them. That's a real good win, because everyone thought Locke are probably the best opposition side they've had in a long time.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah, and they had the wood. I know Rambler surprised them a few years ago, and took the chocolates against them, and that was more of a surprise win, wasn't it? They absolutely caught them unawares. But today we're expecting a contest like they've had all year. Like, what do we say their margins were during the year? Very close games, won by a couple of goals either way. Then it was only about 7 points in the second semi-final. Up at Poochera a couple of weeks ago, which was a lot of people thought might have been a good indication, but like I said at the start of the game, Poochera and Angara are probably as polar opposite grounds as you can get geographically and in size. And Yeelanna, they did use this small oval pretty well, which we thought could either work for or against them, especially with Locke's number of big, tall players they had at both ends of the ground. Yep.
So I suppose with that, Piercy, we'd just like to congratulate United Yeelanna on being the 2024 Great Flinders Football League premiers once again. And I'd like to thank you for your efforts today. And we'll sign off, I suppose.
Yeah, no worries, Sammy. It's been fantastic. Hope everyone enjoyed listening in, looking in, and in the future looking back, I guess, because it's going to be around for everyone to have a look at and enjoy again. Congratulations, Yeelanna. Absolutely fantastic win.
That's us signing off. Ciao.